from Sunny Isles, we have some special guests. Who the hell are you?
John fucking Zherka. I'm a black man in Miami.
Black man.
I'm a nigga.
And who are you, my friend?
Following that up, I guess I'm a white man in Miami.
The white devil, then.
Oh, you
White
guys
devil.
rule the world, apparently.
Devil's advocate.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what the shade is. It matters what the last name is, if you know what I mean.
Whoa, bro! I'm trying to get. We're on kick. We can say that.
We're
right?
starting real soft. For anyways, I wanted to come out with a bang because usually I'm the one here talking shit 24/7. But I figured, hell, dude, this guy's pretty good at talking shit himself. A 3 life path. He doesn't know exactly what that means, but he's gonna learn very quickly. Chase, would you explain what numerology is to the fine folks out there, and then I can start explaining how the elite actually use this in everyday life. You're gonna love this, John.
Okay, so the way I think about it, and I've learned from Gary, it's like your imprinted code. If you think of coding or software development, you're basically born with a hardwired, personality or imprint of the energy that your expression, and what you attract is dependent on that. What you go through in life, the certain life lessons or levels of depression you're meant to go through are all based around that sort of stuff. But I'm still learning too, so give it back to Gary.
If John were to hear you, he wouldn't be sold on that shit for a second. But
you suck at this. You're good. He's good.
Hey,
no. It's okay. He's young. But here's the whole point. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what the fuck they believe. It doesn't matter what I believe. It matters what the people on top do. And if you look at the people on top, they always do certain things on certain times. So you tell me if you think this is a coincidence. 9/11 happened on the 11th. First plane to hit the World Trade Center is Flight 11. New York City, 11 letters. Afghanistan, 11 letters. The New York is the 11th state in the Union. Do you think that's a coincidence?
Absolutely not. You look at Freemasonry with the towers, Twin Towers. That's the Solomon Brothers towers. Soul of Man, Seal of Solomon, and it's the 2 Jock and Boaz Freemason towers. And they're meant to go down on a certain zodiac alignment. And people who think we're just fucking retards who talk about this shit, the only people who talk about doing stuff on certain dates are billionaires. Not just JP Morgan. Like, only billionaires study astrology. Millionaires don't.
The quote was, millionaires don't study astrology, but billionaires do, by JP Morgan. Now, you know what they study even more than astrology?
Wait, that's a real quote?
Yes, that's a real quote. You know what they study even more? Numerology. Because what this is
not that gay gematria shit. The real shit.
Well, actually, I think gematria is real because the
YouTubers that do it.
No, they're frauds. They're frauds. Here, you know how you can tell they're frauds? They're broke. Okay, I'm not broke. I'm the only one who's actually making bread in this game. So when it comes down to it, that's how you judge people. Do they have any real references? And you know how we keep count? By your bank account. Are you going to go to a financial advisor who's broke?
No.
You won't see me fucking selling fucking workout equipment because it wouldn't matter.
The first Wall Street guys I worked for, they don't have coaches, therapists. No, they have a psychic team and a numbers guy. I'm like, what the fuck? They don't have what you think they have. They do like rituals of what the fuck?
They get
Wall Street guys, bankers.
They hide knowledge so they can play God. It's like if you hide the knowledge from the population, they're at a disadvantage.
They don't only hide it. What they actually do, work in progress. What they actually do is they spread misinformation for other people to be off. Like, for instance, they put the astrology by the comics in the newspapers to make it seem like a joke, and then they have a woman who's divorced 3 times selling matchmaking advice.
Yeah, and because it's a woman talking, we all go astrology's bullshit. She's like, I'm a Pisces, I'm this, I'm that.
They did that on purpose, though, to feminize it, to steer men away from learning about it. And what was the ancient civilization that was obsessed with astrology?
All of them.
The Greeks, the Babylonians.
Egyptians are the best.
Go down the list.
They're by far the best.
What was the little device they used to be able to pinpoint where the stars and moon is?
The square and compass the stonemasons used first. But actually, it's interesting. At the highest level of this astrology, there's a lot of math and science involved. It's like a shit ton of work. Right?
Well, when it comes down to it, you can always tell things by certain numbers on people's chests. Like, for instance, when you look at Hollywood, okay? You look at gematria. You might say it's not that strong, but still real numerology. I'll explain it. When you look at the word Hollywood, it has 3 O's. O is the 15th letter. 1 in 5 is 6. So Hollywood is actually 666. See, that would be a much better short than actually is the podcast. But you'll see it.
They say that for Fox News too, right?
Of course, Fox News is 66, 100%. Okay. They all do that on purpose because they want subconsciously to pay homage to certain people. There's 13 Illuminati bloodlines with the Rothschilds on top. So what they do is they pay homage in real sneaky ways. Like, for instance, everyone's heard about the 1849 gold rush, right? But there's a team called the 49ers. They're going to use the excuse as 1849, but for real, it's 4 and 9 is 13. Homage to the Illuminati families. McDonald's, M. M is the 13th letter. Homage, Marathon, M. The 76ers, 7 and 6, 13. Homage to the top of the food chain, hidden in plain sight so plebs can't see it.
You made me think of science. You know how they say atoms have 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons? Yep. And, you know, like Adam and Eve, and we're all made of atoms, you know.
The English you stole that from me.
The English language is all about spelling. It's like casting a spell.
People who think that number stuff is just schizo posting, you know, those kind of weirdos, believe it or not, each letter in any alphabet is assigned a number, and the numbers are not made by man, they're discovered, meaning they're here, they're spiritual. So each the numbers are the most important thing. 100%.
Numerology supersedes any form of astrology. You know, the most sacred number of all is 33. And when it comes down to 33, the Freemasons basically made a Fahrenheit system when they came to America. And water is still frozen at 32 Fahrenheit, but at 33 turns liquid, which basically means it's illuminated, which is the highest frequency you can reach. If you go throughout history, some of the greatest people were 33 life paths. Albert Einstein, the Wright brothers, Thomas Edison. These are all people who were trailblazers. The first guy who invented the bench press was a 33. The first guy who invented basketball, Dr. Joe Naismith, was a 33 life path. So when you look at it, you understand people are good at certain things. My man over here is a 3 life path. What do 3s do? They talk. They communicate. You want to talk about the letters? Communication starts with C. C is the 3rd letter. Goes right back to you. You look at some of the better people out there. Crowder. Michael, what's his name? Rush Limbaugh, in my opinion, is probably the best of all time. He's born on the 12th. Howard Stern is born on the same day as Rush Limbaugh. How do you like that one? The kings of all media have it right there. Then it's
really?
Yeah, same birthday. Howard Stern and Rush Limbaugh.
For me, the smoking gun was on the 33rd parallel. The 33rd parallel has most of the world's banking.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That's insanity. Like, why? What are the chances? Worldwide, they all chose there.
Because 33 is the number of influence. So if you want to spread influence with your financial currency, you want to have under certain, just like there's certain waypoints all over the earth, and you have pyramids all over.
So you're the first person to know about this. They talk about, I've read this in this was hard to find, ley lines, energy points that crisscross the world. Correct. And that's where car accidents happen, on the crosses. But, and they would build churches on certain ley lines.
But mostly pyramids. All the pyramids in Giza are all there. All the biggest pyramids in the world are not in Egypt. They're in Bosnia. They're under the fucking ground.
That means they've never picked a fucking hill and said, go build a temple of worship there. They would pinpoint where to build.
Yes.
People and is that the same for big NFL games, Super Bowl? They say they're harvesting energy off these Super Bowl games.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about big time NFL. They don't really fix too many regular season games because no one cares. But Super Bowl, it's more about the halftime show, more about the influence the kids to be a certain way, the propaganda. If you look at the halftime show, it's always some satanic shit. And then it's
Rihanna doing,
it's always of course. So I think the halftime show is the most important part of the Super Bowl because that's the only game people all over the world watch. And the halftime show is like a concert, an event. So I think that's like one of the best ways for them to brainwash society. So that's why they pick it. But yeah, the numbers are everywhere. For you to even recognize stuff like that tells you a lot.
Well, how'd you get into this?
9/11.
The numbers?
Yeah, 9/11. It just didn't make sense how, like, for instance, I talked about all the 11s in 9/11, like, you know, every single aspect was 9/11. But I'll tell you something interesting. In 1984, Bell was basically broken up, the Bell companies.
Which comes from Beal and Ball.
There you go. And basically these guys, I'm telling you, dude. And basically these guys in I forgot the year, but it was 33 years before 9/11 hit. They basically released a police code for homicide and emergency as 9/11. So not in 33 years before 9/11 actually happened, the police code turned to 9/11. I think it was 68.
And the head sheriff of every police force is a 33-degree Freemason.
In most, but I want to make this abundantly clear about Freemasons. They have
You
no
are
power.
one. Let's see that tattoo.
I'm not a Freemason.
Let's see the tattoo. Show the fucking tattoo.
I'll show the
This is
tattoo.
why you keep saying they're not that important. They're not big movers and shakers. What the fuck is this?
Okay, I am not a Freemason. I am a 33 life path in numerology. I'm going to make this real simple for you because you understand how numerology works. They pretend to be 33s. I'm a 33 by fucking birthright. See, there's a difference. They're pretending to be something. They're going through all these rituals. I'm actually born with that birthday. My number adds up to 33, just like yours adds up to 3. We're both good at talking. We're both
You're
good
telling
at
me
things
they
that-
never scouted you? Since everyone
No, I
knows you're the
reject-
reading and numbers guy, they
I
never
wasn't back
scouted
then.
you?
I
No,
wasn't
they
back then.
contacted you.
Yeah, but I rejected them. I didn't want anything to do with it. You know who Frank Sinatra is? What did he say? What did he say?
He said, it's my life.
He said it's my way. He did it my way. Now, if I'm going to sign up with some organization, can I actually go around the world, get 400 million TikTok and IG views in about 6 months? No, they wouldn't allow that. So I'm going to do things my way. And it doesn't seem like you listen to many people either.
No, that's kind of bad, though.
Why is that?
Because I feel like the know-it-all, you never know it all, right?
You can use them to program your subconscious. It's like you're stealing knowledge from them almost.
Now, they contacted you,
This
and they
was
said you're good
2000.
at what you do?
They didn't know anything too much about numerology because I was only very young in the game. It was like 2003. They came up to me. It was a guy called Mr. Freeze who came up to me. He was a 33rd degree Freemason, and he said, you should join the Freemasonry. And I thought about it, and I said, no. I didn't want to join anyone. I was going to do it my own fucking way. You can look in my eyes and tell I'm not bullshitting. I do my things my way. I don't answer to anybody. So that's why I rejected them.
I've worked for Masons, and most of them are retards. Like, most of them are just kind of in a club.
I think
they don't know shit.
I think it's pretty much.
But the billionaire Masons are not retarded.
No. Listen, there's people at the top of any organization that actually are movers and shakers. But 99% of Freemasons are harmless, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're grown men playing dress up.
Yeah.
The small fish herd together to give the illusion that they're bigger.
I mean, that's the number one thing people say is like, all these, I know my uncle's a Freemason and stuff, and it's like, we're talking about billionaires. We're not talking about your fucking gay uncle. We're talking about billionaires. That's the number one thing I get. I know a Freemason. He's not evil. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like those little local lodges with your plumbers. And
The scariest part is most, even high-ranking Freemasons, they don't actually read Morals Dogma or any of the literature.
Albert
They don't
Pike.
know shit. You know Albert Pike.
Of course I know Albert Pike. He said there's going to be 3 wars, right? What's
Yeah.
the last one? What's
And
the last one?
What's happening right now? He predicted 3 wars and what's exactly happening right now.
He said the last war would be between Zionism and Islam, and they would exterminate each other.
You're the first person in internet history to know this. I've been around every conspiracy table. Nobody knows about Albert Pike. This is the Pope of Masonry.
Yes, sir.
Say the Zionism thing again. Say, what did he predict?
He said Zionism and Islam would go to war with each other
For a Luciferian utopia.
and exterminate each other.
Yes.
It said it was very point about this. Each other.
Yeah, because everyone attacks me and they're like, no, it'll be just Zionism at the top.
I want
Dude,
people-
it'll be a gay, oral law, Babylonian, Luciferian utopia.
I don't think Islam's going to allow it to be a gay one. As a matter of fact, I think that Islam's sole purpose, it's the only religion growing right now, by the way. I think its sole purpose is to cleanse the rainbow. Flat out.
Wow.
Flat out. That's what's going to happen. I mean, I want you to think about this. All of those immigrants and refugees who came to Europe in 2015, they were mostly from Libya, and they were mostly Muslims. Muslims have more kids per capita than white folks and brown folks. So what happens is in a couple generations, they change the demographics. When Muslims are about 40 to 50% of a nation, they start demanding certain type of laws. And I'm not sure the rainbow is very compatible with Sharia law. I mean, you just have to understand how stuff works, how demographic works. things will change. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be in America anytime soon, but Europe is a much different case.
Are you talking about like a global Sharia? You can see that?
I can see it in certain places. In certain places, of course.
I can see everyone believing in dinosaurs and science and wiping out all religions. That's what I see in the future.
Now, why is Islam the only religion growing? All the other religions are basically going down. Islam is growing because it's a counterbalance to the everything is yin yang. So as that grows, Islam grows because it's the only one.
You're just pretending Christianity is gonna go out without a fight. It's not gonna come back.
Where is it gonna come back in the U.S.? Maybe it'll come back in Russia. Maybe in Poland. Maybe in those countries. It's not doing anything in this country. If I'm wrong, tell me.
When in history has Christianity just gone away, like faded into the night? It comes back aggressive. You think it's just gonna be Islam?
Maybe in Russia.
Christ is king. The Christians are coming back.
Maybe in Poland. Maybe in strong countries where men are men like Ukraine, where they're hardcore. I'm not too sure. Maybe in Belarus. I'm not sure about Canada, bro. You're from Canada.
I'm not saying Protestants are coming back. Catholics are coming back worldwide.
What if people are just ready to go beyond, religion, consciousness?
That's what the Aquarius age is, but Islam is growing for a reason. That's what I'm trying to tell everyone. And the only reason could be is a counterbalance to the rainbow. There's two are rising up. You have natural polarities. People are going to go to the one or the other. You can say whatever you want about Christianity, but it's bent the freaking knee here in America, and especially in Canada, where you're from.
Yeah, I'm not defending gay Protestants, but I think there will be a worldwide.
When?
Well, it's some white George Floyd is going to die. There's going to be a white George Floyd that triggers everything, and then you owe me $10,000 if I'm correct, and Christians come back.
I'll tell you what.
And I'm single, I'll bring it back. How about that? We'll get a Muslim guy to bring it back. How about that?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. When you bring up George Floyd's name, it's very interesting because the elite always like to use certain names.
Let's start with the tattoo.
Hold on, we'll go back to that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I got put George Washington started the American Revolution. George Floyd started the Black Lives Matter Revolution. They like using the capital G. The capital is the 33rd. No, but if they capitalize it, it's the 33rd letter. So
right.
G, so you understand? That's why they always use a guy named George to start revolutions. See how that works? It's always hidden. You just got to know where to look, people.
And he went to a certain lodge and he had a tattoo on his chest that said order out of chaos.
Correct.
And it was the twin-headed eagle, the points left and right, the Masonic eagle. Or, excuse me, east and west.
If you really want to look at it, the Russian imperialism flag is pretty much the same with the Romanov family. The Polish.
I got attacked online for saying this. They're like, Russia's the good guys. I'm like, look at the flag. Look at their fucking Masonic flag. Are you fucking joking me?
Okay, listen.
There are no good guys. You're seeing the good guys here. Hit subscribe and like our shit.
He's good, man. When it comes down to good guys, I don't believe in that fairy tale of good guys. I believe there's evil and lesser evil. Yeah. Putin might be lesser evil, but make no mistake about it. This guy's a gangster, okay? He runs Russia like a gangster. The fucked up thing is he's more legitimate than actually Joe Biden. Joe Biden is running a money laundering operation in Ukraine. Why do you think these fuckers who are politicians are so benevolent with your money, man? Why do you think they give it to Ukraine? Because it's a money laundering operation. Yeah. They're washing the money.
For the DNC, right?
Of course, because here in America, you basically have what you would call checks and balances. It's hard to steal money here. People might find you. But if you send it overseas, no one's looking. And they're good people. How are you going to question people who are so noble to actually give your money so they can money laundering? Obama is running the biggest money laundering operation in world history. And he's been behind Biden. He's been behind Trump. Obama's the one that put Trump in power. He's the actually one who put him in president.
I had an argument with someone for this, but I forgot what the argument was. What do you mean?
If Trump lost the election, Hillary Clinton would have been president and she would have controlled the DNC. Because she lost the election, Obama took control of the DNC and he was handicapping Trump for 4 years through the deep state, through investigation. This is the Cliff Notes version. And then in 2022, he basically stole the election.
Oh, like a wild card.
Yeah, much.
Okay, I can get on board with that.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're still saying Trump got wild?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
Of course. Listen, I was one of the first people who did support Trump in 2015. I went to the Trump administration in 2020 when it was basically.
See, we're on opposite teams. So I came as a refugee from the Clinton Foundation.
Fuck the Clintons.
I know. The demons brought me, but we're on opposite teams, and that's why they say I'm CIA. Because I'm not CIA. They just brought me here as a refugee.
Have you met the Clintons?
No comment.
No comment. You
met Trump face to face?
No, I haven't met him face to face.
Who did you meet at the White House?
His cabinet members. Cabinet. I did not meet Trump. That's all I can say.
She's hot.
Yes, she is.
Hot?
She's a 5 life path. Of course, she's hot.
What is it?
All women who are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd tend to be very attractive. So, for instance, the reason you do pretty good with the ladies is because what day are you born on?
23rd.
See how this works?
Wait. You said 5th.
The 5th, 14th, 1 and 4 is 5.
Oh.
23rd, 2 and 3 is 5. So anyone with those things, there's entertaining. Entertainer starts with E. E is the 5th letter. See how this works, bro? It's all about understanding how the sequence works. This is why you have the mouthpiece. This is why you go with
Why
the
you
host.
look at me like you know what he's saying?
He knows exactly. He's been following me for years, bro.
Is he white belt or what level is he at? You're a black belt, right?
I'm the sensei, bro. What do you mean black
Who's
belt?
the competition for
There is no
meeting?
competition, bro.
Zherka, have you started seeing numbers yet or synchronicities?
Competition.
all my life, but I don't trust my erratic brain.
We need to tap
into
into your intuition. Like, that's your gut is a second brain, and it's like always talking to you. And like, can you talk? Like, I started first thing I ever saw was 33, and then it went to 44, and then 888, and then it started becoming like colors and symbols.
The numbers that most people want, the number that can give you evidence for the most is 28 is the number of wealth. So, like, for instance, when people were born on the 28th, like Elon Musk, when people were born on the 28th, like Bill Gates, they get money at a much faster rate than most people. As a matter of fact, Apple, like for instance, Steve Jobs, he was born 2/24/1955.
But you're saying destiny, like they're born into that destiny of
Yeah,
life.
it's basically what comes with that energy.
And you're saying it's not 100%. They can rise to meet their destiny, or they can choose to be a retard.
I'll give you an example. If you're born on the 28th, you have a 30 times more chance to get rich than if you're born on any other day.
Oh, percentage.
So one of those
percent. Yeah,
things.
that makes way more sense.
So when it comes down to it, Bill Gates, if you look at Steve Jobs created Apple. Apple was founded 4/1/1976, 4/1/1976 as of the 28th. So you're going to notice a lot of these companies like Rolex. Go to any Rolex on your phone, you will see it's always the 28. They have their things because that's the number of wealth. Even a company most of you guys don't know. See, you guys know what Apple is. You know what these billion-dollar companies are, but do you know what trillion-dollar companies are? Trillion-dollar management asset companies like Vanguard. Vanguard is basically worth $9 trillion. That's who Apple goes to for money. That's who all the fucking hedge funds go to money. And they were founded 5/1/1975. Again, that is 28, but it's also on the Illuminati's birthday. 5/1. So the richest company in the world who's controlling everything, who's giving money to Apple, giving money to Microsoft, giving money to Samsung, they were founded on the same day the Illuminati was born. Interesting how that works.
Was that 1776?
Yes, but they were founded in 1975, but it was 5/1. 5/1 is 11 times 11. 11 times 11 is 121. So you have like a little pyramid. So the May 1st is the 121st day of the year. So they always try to put their symbolism in there. You have to understand how
You know when you'll
mathematics work.
believe this guy? When you see that fucking view, this guy's rich as fuck. That's when you'll start believing. For right now, you don't believe him. You see some fucking orange and black fucking stickers.
Wait a second. I just met you like what, fucking 30 minutes ago?
You nailed me good. He fucking did I wouldn't call that a reading, but you just got my birthday.
Yeah, I just got your birthday. What's the first thing I told you?
This guy says the worst year your life was 2012 when I graduated and I knew I couldn't do college. I had to
And
go
tell
minimum
people what
wage
year you're.
and I tried to kill myself.
Tell what people year
For
you're born
94.
in. You're born 94. 2012 was his worst year. 1994 was the year of the dog. 2012 was a dragon year. Enemy signs. Bam. That's how it happens, bro. Everyone gets hit once every 12 years. Doesn't matter who the fuck you are.
So when you'd go out on a date with a girl, you'd be like, when are you born? You'd ask right away.
Hey, brother, I married like 2 decades ago.
But you didn't know this stuff back
Yes,
then?
I did. Of course I did. I was broke back then, but I learned how to use it to gain money. Not only that, I married a dime piece when I was fucking broke. You know,
If I brought you a bitch here, you'd tell me don't fuck with her?
Yeah, of course, easy.
Okay.
So like,
I'm
for
about
instance,
to bring him 100.
No. So,
He's like, don't fuck with any of them.
So what happens? What happens is you can tell what a woman likes, what she's interested in, if she's fucking has a high
Give
body
an example.
count.
Give an example.
Okay, an example.
Celebrity.
Okay, example of a celebrity. Who the hell is born in a celebrity? Okay, Leos. Leo women usually tend to be whores when they're in positions of power. They usually tend to
Hillary Clinton?
No. Well, she's a lesbian, by the way. She's not actually.
They say bisexual. I think it's lesbian.
Do you know who her assistant is?
Uma Abedin.
Yeah, so she's a 5 life path. She's an attractive bitch. So women who are 5s are attracted. I just said that. Beyonce.
I'm not trying to get killed. Don't talk about Hillary.
Man, fuck the Clintons, okay?
Frazzle drip.
Hey, Obama, take care of those bitches.
Yo, what the fuck?
Obama, take care of that shit. Obama beat him in 2008. He beat their ass in 2016. Let them beat their ass again in 2024. So again, I'm not pro-Obama. I'm for lesser evil. Fuck the Clintons.
Now hold on. People who say she doesn't actually practice witchcraft, we're gonna go very quick so we don't fucking get killed. Her fucking email leaks. There's worshiping Moloch.
What about Podesta?
No.
His artwork.
What about Podesta? Podesta pedo? Podesta pedo? They're fucking telling you. And by the way, that was the DNC who leaked that shit.
Wait, is that for Nicole Kidman?
There you go.
They do it for all of them?
They do it for all of them.
Okay.
Again, you know how they had that pedophile thing? They had the pizza as pizza in numerology adds up to 33. So they were trying to fucking do their little symbolism shit. I believe in Pizzagate 100% because these people are fucking sick.
Yeah, well, if you saw the James Alefantis Insta and all, we're not going to get into that. We're not trying to get fucking banned off everything. Yeah, that shit's real. But also in the Clinton email, she talks about sacrificing a chicken to Moloch. You see that email?
You know, sometimes people put stuff out there.
You don't buy that email? This is a Fed. He's a Fed.
No, listen. Sometimes people put stuff out there because they wanted to catch fire like Obama did with his birth certificate. He wanted that shit out there. He played that game. And then when it got all fucking mainstream, he fucking said, ha ha, bitch.
Yeah.
So basically, I think that's like one of those things.
He milked Trump with that. Like, that was so smart.
Of course.
If you don't know what I mean, there's a guy who told everyone Zherka was with an underage girl. Now, I had proof, but I didn't leak it for 1 month. So he built a huge case against me online just to make him look even more retarded when I dropped the proof, right? That's exactly what he did with the birth certificate, right?
Yes, sir, man. Sometimes...
And to this day, people are like, he's not born here and all that shit.
Sometimes misinformation is more important than actually information. Misinformation is what goes on in the world today.
So far, I'm impressed. You nailed everything. But this is the real test. Michelle Obama is a man.
Yes.
Now, listen.
Say yes or no. I need a yes or no.
Hold on.
This is where we find out if he's a cop.
Hold on. I had Barack Obama's brother right here about 3 weeks ago.
Right, that is you. I retweeted that.
So I had Barack Obama's brother right here.
He said Barack Obama's broke.
Brother. So here's what he said. Okay. I saw pictures of Michelle Obama in 1992. When she was the best, Barack was the best man.
When she was Michael?
I'm going to tell you, in 1992, she not only looked like a woman, she looked like an attractive woman.
Oh my, you believe it's a woman?
Stop. I'm not done. In 2020, that is not the same person, okay? I know what a female body looks like. It goes like this, okay? Michelle Obama goes like this. Michelle Obama looks like she could fucking put in work with every single one of us. So here's the thing I'm telling you. I'm not even sure that's the same fucking person. I don't even think that's the same person because the woman I saw in the 1992 photo, she did not only look like a woman, she looked like a somewhat attractive 6. Okay? That's not a man, bro.
Well, they say about the kids now, too.
The kids aren't hers. The kids ain't hers. If you look at the doctors, the Obamas had their babies in private doctors' offices. They look like the doctors, not the Obamas. Sasha, they don't look anything like them. Absolutely nothing. And you know, now it makes sense why they would have been pushing this thing over and over because they planned on running Michelle Obama to be the 2024 Democratic nominee all the way to the fucking White House.
Some people see that happening.
Which will be AKA Barack Obama's 4th term.
Right, why do you think they're obsessed with trans shit? Like, my idea has been that, like,
post shift. So if you if you get all the men and all the women to basically switch, you can basically shift the poles.
But I feel like it's encouraged and programmed, but at the same time they're prying off how depressed people are and like spiritually like deprived there. So like all these people have no sense of identity. So they're thinking maybe if I change my sexuality, maybe if I change my gender, people will accept me. It's like
you gotta be crazy as fuck to cut off your dick.
But no,
You
that's what I'm
gotta be
saying.
crazy
They're-
as fuck, dude.
They're being programmed.
Yo, what kind of mental
into
illness
deep
is this? I'm not.
depression.
No, dude. I am not accepting any bullshit, any fucking thing. You cut off.
He's
your
trying to
dick,
give you a
you're
serious
mentally ill.
conversation,
You're
dude.
mentally
Hey,
ill.
no, wait, but the
Jay, I feel so bad for Chase. He's like
know.
trying to go intellectual. He's like, you gotta be crazy to cut your dick off.
But no, but like it's
No,
the-
you lost. He destroyed
wait,
you.
wait, wait.
Man, stop.
He's
young, man.
The subconscious mind can't tell the difference between real or fake for you or another. So if all these people are seeing the gay and stuff on TV, it's just programming their subconscious mind to register that as reality, and that's a possible
So
reality.
perception is reality.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. They're programming it. It's not that like these people are being programmed into mental illness.
And if they are, that means they're weak. They're weak-willed people.
I know, I'm saying
They're
that's where
soft.
we
They're
talk
soft
about
in
the
the brain.
sympathy.
They don't breastfeed babies anymore. You don't breastfeed babies anymore, their IQ drops. That's where all these dumb fucks come from. It's very simple, man.
It's base as fuck.
You know,
That's correct.
that's why you need a man to make enough money to keep the woman in the house so she can fucking breastfeed the fucking kids. Not so she can be on fucking vacation watching Oprah, breastfeed the fucking kids. My kids were breastfed because I cared enough to make enough money to make sure my woman could stay at home and breastfeed the kids. You want to fucking beat the Illuminati? You want to do stuff like that? Make smarter kids. By doing that, they got to be breastfed. So basically, you can't save them hoes.
And then people have also said there's a bond too that they're missing out on.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, you don't have kids.
I don't know if I do.
Okay. So,
I'll go.
good
There's
answer.
some Colombian bitch out there.
But this is my opinion on this. You don't know what true love is till you have kids, because that's when you have an unconditional love for the first time. No matter like what's some woman is. There's always preconditions for a woman. She has to look a certain way. She has to be a certain mindset. She has to be funny. She has to be smart, depending on who you are. With a baby, there is no. It's unconditional. It's yours. It's your blood. When you actually feel that for the first time, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. My kid gets up about 8:30, comes gives me a kiss and hug, says I love you, and is downhill for the rest of the day after that, bro. No matter what I do, how much money I make, it's all downhill after that.
I've never heard a dad say anything contrary to that. Every dad that's around, right? They always say, this is not like your wife. You love this thing like way different.
Yeah, well, I will tell you. I will sit here with my wife right now, and we'll both tell you we love the kids way more than we love each other. And, we have an extremely strong marriage after 20 years. We're just honest with each other.
But you're raising a kid in the beast system. Aren't you like paranoid? You're like, they're going to grow up with a transgender teacher cutting their dicks off.
First of all, when my kid goes to school, I was the parent going up to him and saying, if there's any fucking coercion to getting my kid, I'm going to come up here with my Second Amendment rights. So I made it clear, no one's going to fuck with my kid. I don't do that fucking gay pride shit. Listen, dude, there's places to go to run from that. I basically don't have a TV in my house.
You're not
bro.
Blackfield? Like, there's nowhere your kids can run? We couldn't run from it. In high school, they taught us about it, all this shit.
Yeah.
And what about frequency? Like, I don't think a lot of people started to get into like.
It depends what
taking
your
control.
number is, you know?
But I'm talking about like frequency coming off 5G towers. Like, you know how certain frequencies can adjust your brainwave from like alpha to beta or theta to theta.
Some people can handle it, some people can't.
But like
It's always
most
a
of these
percentage.
people are stuck with it. Like they
NPCs.
can't.
Well, atheists can't handle it.
Can we talk about what we talked about last night? We were talking about lack of sympathy and how that needs to come back into society. Because
Lack of sympathy?
yeah, like we
Who
need.
do you have sympathy for?
No, I'm saying we need to have a lack of sympathy because it allows degeneracy and people's delusions to prosper. Like we're letting all the mentally ill people think it's okay to think like
Hoes
that.
should be shamed.
Like we need
Hoes should be
bullying
shamed.
to come back.
Of course, I 100% agree. There's a reason in Sharia law they make women wear burqas because men are weak to the flesh. A majority of men are. So if you have all these hoes running around half naked, what's going to happen? Broken homes as a result. Kids are going to be fucking raised in poverty. The biggest single contributor to fucking poverty is single fucking women. So again, if these fucking hoes need to fucking keep their legs closed.
And they think we're doing it to power trip, but for thousands of years we controlled women's sexual liberation. Bro, this society has the most rape you'll ever see, the most sexual harassment, and they don't even call it rape. They go, well, he touched me at a party and stuff. If it was a strict society, you'd reduce that by like
the rapist stuff. 85% of them were raised by single mothers.
There it is.
So
Let's
it's
go.
the fucking bitches and hoes themselves who are creating the fucking rapists. Think about it. It's a fucking cycle. But see, they're low IQ. They're not going to get this. They're going to say, oh, this is misogyny. No. Keep your legs clothes. Do you know what will save more lives than gun control? Chastity belt control.
Yes.
Chastity belt control.
They think this is being like hyperbolistic for clickbait. We mean it.
I'm
we
not
mean
kidding.
it.
I mean,
I'm not kidding at all. I'm not kidding at all.
I mean, if we just look at society, it's like everyone's depressed because it's just we're overstimulated
Bro,
sexually.
the wars start over whores. Wars start over women.
Helena Troy. Helena Troy. That one
Now, she's
bitch.
hot. She was hot, right?
Well,
I get
that's
it.
what we
But
heard.
Paris was a little bitch. He should have just
And,
fucking.
you know, honestly, I don't think there was.
Menelaus should have fucked him up.
I don't think there was a hotter woman ever alive than Cleopatra,
Well, how do you know that?
because she got the main alpha of all time, Julius Caesar, and after that,
All
she
right.
got his right hand man, Mark Antony. So it's, again, could you imagine pulling some of the biggest alphas in history?
And she was respected doing
Yes.
it. It wasn't like
Yes.
whore shit the way she.
No. So again, some women, you know what actually got me into numerology? There was like a dead giveaway.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, fuck that bitch. That was the CIA actually killed her because she was going down having sex with Fidel, and she was having sex with JFK, and she was actually telling Fidel Castro's secrets. So the CIA actually had to fucking take the traitorous bitch out.
This bitch. This is, bro. You're.
Do you
You're
think there was some
brilliant.
bitches?
You're brilliant. Yo, I didn't. The first dude I never did research on. I trust Chase. I thought you were gonna ask me about pop culture on this podcast.
Well, why don't you tell us about the Backstreet Boys, dude?
What about the Backstreet Boys? Oh, I thought, are you gonna link this?
Are they Andrew Tate fans?
Yeah, they are. I mean, all gay people are. Yo, but check this out. I really thought I was coming here for like pop culture and stuff, but you know your shit, bro.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
when I first walked in here, and I want you to go in depth, you said you're supposed to fuck your bitch on certain times of her period cycle.
Of course.
A month comes from the word like moon. It's a moon cycle. Right?
He's smart.
But explain to them what you mean.
So basically, women have 28-day cycles where they cleanse their thing. The moon also goes around every 28-day cycles.
Man, 28 is wealth to you?
The 28th is wealth, but it's also rebirth when it comes to, like basically soul reincarnation. So what you basically have is a woman, if she has more sex with more than one guy in that 28-day cycle, she's basically risking mental illness. Because you cannot have sex with more than one guy in that 28-day cycle. That's why they call it mental illness. Men, you get it from sleeping with too much men.
Wow.
That's why these bitches
Menstrual.
are fucking... Yes! That's why they're bipolar. When they fucking sleep with too many guys, they become... Everyone watching this
That's why when they fuck a dude,
hoes.
they fuck a dude, and
Yes.
then when they're leaving the apartment, they have that blank stare, like, what did I just do?
Bro, Zherka, you were talking about the psychic transfer with the gay dudes. Like, think all these women become masculine with high body counts because they're getting that psychic transfer from men, and then
And that's electricity.
they become too masculine to where they're no longer attracted to men because no man can turn them on because they're more masculine than majority. of
But
men.
that's men's fault too, because
Yeah.
these bitches are fucking betas. They don't go around earn enough money. Women have to go to work. When they go to work, they deal with male issues and they become more masculine. So if you want a fucking bitch who to be feminine, make sure you make enough money for her to stay at the house. At least that's what I did, and it worked for me. I don't know anything about any woman cheating on me.
I feel like it's polarity.
Bag too big.
I feel like it's
You know, if you're high value enough, she will stay at home. If you give her like enough, just have not her whole friends, but if she has a good life, she will stay home.
Of course.
They don't want to be at the club.
No, and here's a very, very important thing. Make sure your wife never deals with any hoes. If any women in her group are fucking hoes, cut them off right away. It's basically like a cancer that spreads, because what's going to go on is she's going to have, go out, get drunk with this girl, and she's going, oh my God, this guy did me. Oh my God, this guy. And they're going to put fake fantasies in these fucking women's heads. And women are very easily manipulated emotionally. This
part is more important than cheating your bitch. Teaching your bitch to be loyal is not as important as cutting out the whore friends.
100%.
Cutting out the whore friends is the number one. This is not like month 4. This is literally day 1 when you start dating her.
100%.
And then you're not asking for too much. Trust me on that.
her single, unhappy friends don't want her to be happy, so they start.
No, misery
Yes, they
loves
do.
company, and these fucking hoes, they hate it when
I know.
someone has a committed relationship, so they gotta fucking bring it down. Remember, you know what the biggest difference between men and women is?
A brain.
Touche. But
I'm at home here. This is like Thanksgiving. Where am I?
Numerology has actually taught me that women born in the 7th, 16th, 25th actually have high IQ levels. That's one of the things about numerology. It's told me what actually are absolutes and what actually isn't. But, what is the main difference between men and women? Besides the obvious shit.
I thought that was rhetorical.
Besides that, no, being the main. Okay. The one answer.
Can I give, I do the Freemason
Go
stuff.
ahead, do
so
it.
Can I give that?
Do it.
The male principle is active, the female is passive.
You.
Agree, same thing. Male gives, female receives.
Okay. The biggest difference between males and females is if I hate you as a man, I can still respect you as a man. I can still respect your accomplishments as a man. If I hate you personally.
Yeah,
if a woman hates you, she hates the way you talk, she hates the way you look, she hates the way you dress, she hates everything about you. That is one of the main differences between men and women. A man can hate someone and still respect them. A woman cannot.
I feel like
here, bro.
I feel like the women who have loved me the most have also hated me the most. Like it's the man who is super,
How old are you?
super polar.
How old are you?
25, but
25?
still.
I already had a couple, huh?
Female nature still, it's like still the same within all of them. It's software. It's like they're all running on the same programming code.
Kind of feel bad for them though, because we watch TV and 80% of the market, since women hold the credit cards, is actually even Gillette commercials. They target the women. So if we're chilling here with our women,
that's what I would do.
The TV is not affecting us that much. I mean, it's still fucking us up. We're having thought loops and dreams about those commercials and everything they put, and CNN and all the fear propaganda and fear mongering. But the women are being brainwashed so hard. They could watch 2 episodes of Kim Kardashian and change their whole life. Say, I'm not going to marry him. I'm going to go live in Miami like that whore in Fresh and Fit. Dude, from a couple episodes of... They're so easily influenced. No wonder we got to lock them up.
Why do you think they target them? That's why they target them. Why do you think they gave them the right to vote? I always tell people the 19th Amendment was worse than 19. It did a hell of a lot more damage.
Let's go.
You have to understand. 70% of women are communist and socialist in their thinking. That's why they voted for Biden. So I want you guys to understand something. To the good conservative women who are out there, including my wife, guess what? You're outnumbered. Take one for the fucking team. We need the vote thing to fucking go. We can never change this country because it's going to rot from within until it does. I mean, think about this. The last election, what swung it to make sure the Democrats could keep the Senate? Abortion. Women, single mothers, women went to the fucking polls. Their number one issue was abortion. These hoes don't want to keep their legs closed. And they will fight for their fucking right to be fucking whores. Yeah. So people, unless that changes, nothing ever changes. I'm sorry if it hurts people's feelings, man. See, it's the truth.
People think we're the woman haters, but we're trying to show them that the men at the top are brainwashing and using them just to push,
I always wanted women to vote until I read why for thousands of years they didn't. And then I'm like, oh, they can be that destructive?
Yes.
And really, they're supercharging the men. They're like a catalyst supercharging destructive men, right? Because those destructive men are like, I'm going to get these bitches to vote blue.
It's the beta males who are raised without any masculine energy around.
Beta males are on team feminine. Yeah, they're in the, so it's like,
course. So
they're
for
women.
Instance, I sometimes take trips for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm gone for my kids. I come back, the kids are misbehaving. Because there is no male presence in the house for about 2 weeks. They start talking back to the mother. Now, imagine there's no one around forever. They're not going to listen to the woman. I remember one story. My baby was out picking berries. She does crazy shit like that, right? So I'm over there and sitting on the bench, just like waiting for
berries.
Berries, yeah. She likes picking. She's from Russia. She likes picking a whole bunch of berries.
Who are you talking about?
My wife.
Okay.
So again,
sounds like the 1950s. This is beautiful. I imagine it in black and white and shit. This is awesome.
Well, we have different colors here, but anyways, I oversee this little boy just disrespecting his grandmother for about 15 minutes, and then I got enough. I looked at this little kid. I'm like, you better listen to your grandmother now. Fucking ran over there and listened right away.
Was a stranger?
Yeah, just a stranger. I was just sick of the disrespect.
Actually, the neighborhoods used to be like that. Yeah. Like, just because he's a stranger doesn't mean he disrespects.
No. You can't disrespect people. I teach my kids, you only have to listen to 2 women in your life. Your mother and your wife to a point. That's it. You don't have to listen to any fucking other bitch in your life, man. Just those 2.
You only listen to your wife when you're fingering her.
I feel like the bit, like
There's something else, brother.
If you were our age, you'd understand. We have no shot in hell to live your life.
you haven't seen the
crazy.
modern bars.
Yo,
all that shit.
Find yourself a foreign woman. Find yourself a Muslim woman.
like this.
Come on, man.
I like this.
Come
I
on,
like
keep
this.
it real. Keep
We're
it
going
real.
to Colombia.
You're
paying. We're going to Colombia.
You know that Lenny Kravitz song, "American Woman, Stay the Fuck Away from Me"? That's why I've been singing it for fucking 20 years and it worked. I don't have a bitch who's taking my bag. She's watching my kids while I go out there and make a fucking bigger bag. I don't give a fuck who you are. You want to be a man? You have to have a good woman around you, because if you're worried your bitch is sucking someone else's dick, if you're worried your bitch is fucking someone else, you can't be the best version of yourself. You need a loyal woman.
That's the
You
best
have to.
argument I ever heard for
You
marriage.
actually
That's a
need
fucking.
it. But-
No. There's red pill guys saying never live with her. Have you seen that?
Okay, dude.
And they say get a vasectomy and don't live with a woman. You'll make millions.
Rolo, yeah, I was just on this podcast last month, man.
I like Rolo, but like, what did you think of that? It wasn't advice.
I think Rolo is a good showman, and I think Sartain is the dumbest smart guy I ever met in my life. Mr. Red Pill himself, man.
That the big arm guy.
No. Do you see how his girl checked him on the Whatever podcast?
Yeah, that was.
Man,
He brought his girl on a podcast?
and she checked him in his own podcast, and then he's out
Wait, he
here-
has a girlfriend?
Yeah, she checked him in his own podcast, making him look hella bad, and then
Well, pull up the clip, boy. I gotta see this
Yeah,
shit.
yo,
What are you talking
David, pull
about?
that
Red
clip
pill
up.
guy being checked?
Yeah.
Did
by
he
his
fucking
own
check
girl.
her back?
No, he said, listen to this. He looked at her and said, babe. I swear to God, read his lips. Find that thing. This is.
You're as rude as me. You just
I
fucking.
try,
You
brother.
attack
I
everyone.
try.
How did you message me? You're like, you fucking bitch. You attacked me on something. That's how we start
I don't
talking.
think I called you
Something rude, though.
of
That's why I
course.
responded right
You
away.
gotta poke the bear right away, man.
Yeah. No, I hate those messages that are like, "How are you?" And I don't respond to those.
No, dude. No, we're not
It's like,
gonna
this
do
guy
that.
wants war. What do you want, bro?
Hey, let me see your followers. What you see mine. That's how the game works, right?
I think it's the same podcast that Justin Waller kind of got.
Yeah, Waller.
That's that redhead.
The
Yo, did you see the whatever?
617, yeah, 617.
Now that woman got a dunk on that guy hard.
know.
You pull up that clip as well. What's his name? Walter.
Waller. You know this.
That was humiliating.
let me ask you
What
something.
she did to him was
Let
humiliating.
me ask you something. So this is Andrew Tate's right hand guy. Okay, this guy.
Oh,
Waller.
really?
Yeah, he's his right hand guy. So let me ask you something. If you're a multi-millionaire and you talk about hoes 24/7, why are you living with another man who's not your brother or who's not in your family? He's living with a male porn star. Why would a man worth millions of dollars live with a male porn star and talk about hoes all day?
Who's the male porn star?
What's
it
his
a
name?
straight
Yeah,
name?
what's his name?
Sterling Cooper.
Sterling Cooper, that guy. So
Wait,
I'm
he's straight. The redhead is straight.
I
right?
guess. Well, I mean, I think he's kind of suspect, bro.
Bro, I swear there's a porn addiction and it's just warping men's minds to where they're no longer stimulated by women and they're
Porn
just
should be illegal.
pushing it.
Yeah,
Porn
porn's
should be
disgusting.
illegal.
And
Elon Musk, please ban porn off fucking Twitter.
it'll never happen.
You should.
My whole feed is clean. Like I block everyone. Even if I follow a friend who has OnlyFans, if your feed on Instagram and stuff, if the first thing you're seeing is softcore and it's bridging you to Pornhub, you will never make a dime in your life. You'll be a fucking loser. Porn makes people losers.
Agreed.
And what I was gonna say for the Waller guy, right? I hate attacking, or I would consider us red pill, right? I hate attacking the
I'm
red.
definitely not red pill.
Well, you know, like
see
you're
orange
not
over
blue.
here.
You're not
see
chilling with Destiny.
You see orange over here, right?
All right, but you know what I'm saying is like,
No, my woman is not fucking
Well,
into
the
guys.
red-
I'm definitely not Destiny.
yeah, red pill community would cheer for you and your opinions. Now check this out. I hate attacking our own, but I swear there's a lot of gay dudes that are secretly red. Like they're what's that called? Undercover gay. There's a lot of gay dudes online. It's not just blue and red. And you can tell it's a temperament. They don't talk like this. They talk very different. I'm not attacking this Waller guy.
With the list? With the list?
I'm not attacking
Yeah,
Waller.
watch.
But
This is good.
this bitch should have been. This fucking woman just.
She murdered him.
She made me follow her.
No, play this anyway.
This is a great
This is
clip.
funny. Play this anyway, David. Play this anyway. Yeah, I made this clip myself. I think you'll enjoy this.
Oh, this is traumatizing. I can't watch this. I've seen it twice.
Did you edit this yourself?
Oh, dude, this doesn't need editing. She's just violent.
No, this is a different clip.
She
Watch.
violently out IQs him.
Suck my dick.
I despise Americans. Luke,
Block all Americans.
I'm very patriotic. I believe in America.
Who the fuck wants to live in America? Get the fuck out of.
America's a motherfucking goat. Anybody that's got a problem with that can suck my dick.
I despise Americans. Luke, block all Americans.
I'm very
It's your
patriotic.
best
I believe in
friends.
America.
Who the fuck wants to live in America? Get the fuck out of America.
Anybody that's got a problem with that can suck my dick. America's a motherfucking goat.
No, I didn't see this clip. You know which clip I was talking about?
Yeah, I
the
know,
woman
the woman
clip.
who just straight up dogged him. But listen, you know, I kind of feel bad for Andrew Tate. He fucking gets locked up, can't do comments, and all his fucking soldiers can't actually do anything. It's kind of pathetic. And think about it. You have 50,000 people posting videos for you a day, and you can't actually do it.
They tell him to go block all of us.
50,000 people. He was paying people 150,000 a month to get billions of views. I'm over here paying people less than 10,000.
I'm doing it for
400.
free, and I'm trending. Let's
There
go.
you go. See? Found it. Let's do it.
150,000 a month.
Yeah, dude. That's how much he pays for his whole operation.
It's like engineers.
Yeah, of course, dude. It's this whole fucking trend.
Yikes.
Talk about something else.
Get close to the microphone.
Okay,
Even I can see that you're too
that
far
was
away.
a bunch of word salad. I think you're really intelligent, by the way. But can we talk about something else, bro? We've been on this for
What?
20 minutes straight.
I think we heard every third word you said.
Can we talk about something else? Because we've been on this for 20 minutes straight. Did you hear that one, Michael?
Okay, here we're gonna.
That's his girl, dude.
We're gonna shout out everyone on Twitch. Eric, can you pull up the Twitch? Jeremy, we'll get to that in a second.
Have you ever seen someone get disrespected like that by his girl?
What the? Play that again?
Play that again.
That's traumatizing.
This is amazing.
Get close to the microphone.
Okay,
Even I can see that
okay.
you're too
That
far
was
away.
a bunch of word salad. I think you're really intelligent, by the way. But can we talk about something else, bro? We've been on this for like 20 minutes straight.
I think we heard every third word you said.
Can we talk about something else? Because we've been on this for 20 minutes straight. Did you hear that one, Michael?
Okay, here we're gonna shout out everyone on Twitch. Eric, can you pull up the Twitch?
He's defeated.
Jeremy,
He
we'll get to
leaned
that in a
back.
second.
Look at this is a guy.
Why can't he just turn around and say, "Shut the fuck up,
This
bitch"?
is a
He
guy-
can't do that.
This is a guy who
He's-
sells courses on how to get women.
No, that's a plant. He's a plant. He's not red pill. He didn't turn around and say, "Yo, bro, girls I date for 2 weeks, if they ever embarrass me, I say, get your shit, get the fuck out of the restaurant. You're not staying with my friend."
I've never had a woman
He
embarrass
literally
me like
leaned
that.
back and gave up.
I never had a woman embarrass me like that in my life, except for maybe my mother. You know,
My
seriously.
moms can get away with
Moms
it.
can get
right?
away with
You
it, but
talk
that-
back to your mom, you're a disgusting piece of shit.
They know how to roast you.
Yeah, but damn, so
That's Rolo's boy, by the way.
you're doing hit pieces. I'm like
not doing
actually
anything.
traumatized.
I like Rolo.
goosebumps,
I
bro.
like Rolo. I like Rolo. I want
better-
to repeat this. I like Rolo. I think Sartain is pretty smart in a dumb way. But he just got disrespected by his girl, man. You're never going to find a clip like that of me, him, or him, ever.
You might find the clip, but you'll never see us react like that. Would you ever? He literally just did this. Babe, you're doing 1,000% damage on me. What's that bitch's problem, too?
That's his girlfriend, man.
She's mad. She's more masculine than he is. I feel like all these girls, they know that the masculine men are pretty much extinct, so they're all pissed off that they, like, you know how we pretty much know we're not getting a good girl in America? They know they're not getting a high value man inside the U.S. I feel like women can't be happy unless they get a top 1% man. Cause it's like,
No, dude. They're not even happy then, bro. It's never.
Yeah,
see, women are like kids. It's never enough for them. So you have to, as a man, learn to say this simple word: no. And you have to keep, like, for instance, one time a day, no matter what your woman tells you, even if it's some mundane shit that doesn't matter, learn to say no. Because if she thinks subconsciously she can step over you, she won't think you can defend her anymore. If you can't stand up to her, you won't be
Let's
able to
go.
stand up to other people.
Let's
so it's all
go.
psychology, but if you turn the numerology and astrology with it, bro, this shit gets so easy.
if
If
you-
you have numerologists and astrologers setting wedding dates, there's not going to be issues.
If you take out the swear words when I'm swearing, that's exactly what I say. It's like, that's my content. If you take out the fucking crazy yelling and shit. But hold on, for last point before I forget. Arthur Schopenhauer and every great philosopher said, I've come to the conclusion that women can never grow out of a child's mindset. Every genius in history said that. So you said they're like children? That's not a simile, bro. That's a metaphor. They are fucking children.
I think in certain situations, I think when they don't get their way, they're like kids. I think they can grow up. I think they can.
Do they invest?
No,
do you know a woman who
Yes,
invests?
yes, I do.
Hillary Clinton.
No. I know. Shut up. Man.
33.
I know plenty of women who actually made money, but they have certain numbers, like 28, or a certain energy that makes them okay. Like they have masculine energy with them.
Well, give me
That's
a percentage of women that you think are as intelligent as men for this kind of stuff. They invest. They do everything for long term.
Less than 10%.
You're generous. 10% is huge.
I said less.
No,
than
but
10%.
No, that's giving me hope. I thought it was less than 0.
No.
Wow, 10%.
No.
So I should start looking for these smart ones.
But see, then you have to understand that most women who are highly intelligent will not be faithful. So you have to understand, do you actually want to deal with that?
No, explain why though.
Women who are highly intelligent, they don't really need to rely on the man. They can do their own thing.
They become the man?
So they basically become the men themselves in a way. Now, there are women who are highly intelligent, still very feminine. That's few and far in between. But the real question is, if you get all the checks right, every single check, is the bitch. That's what it comes down to. Is she? Because if she's, do you play football? You know how to play football? She's like if you're like a running back who doesn't block. You could be the best fucking running back in the fucking world. Motherfucker, if you don't block, I don't need you.
But you're saying her whole political ideology and the way she lives, you're going to get that from if you find out if she's...
In a sense, yeah. If she's that means...
He's pretty much saying if she's a Democrat, run. Right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
But are there such thing as conservative women? I hate when we pretend...
They're about one of every...
Maybe in
3
Muslim nations, not here.
No, here, I would say one of every 3.
Name one YouTuber, those kind of like political operatives. That's
of course, Candace Owens. Okay, there comes Candace Owens, born in the 29th.
She was never a hoe.
No, I doubt it. Candace Owens, but there is also one Tommy Lauren, another one.
That's a hoe.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's few and far between.
Fuck that.
But what you have to understand,
I'm kidding. Don't click that.
But what you have to understand is about women like that. It's few and far in between. It's very few and far in between. So again, I feel bad for young guys like you. I got mine. I got my bag. I got my broad. I got all that. You gotta fucking start looking out for women. If you're gonna have women, I don't think you're gonna have healthy kids. If you're gonna have kids at all.
I mean, there's nothing better. I completely disagree. There's nothing better than me dating a woman, right?
Why?
Because one day she's gonna have that blood clot. I'm kidding. Right? No, you don't want your wife to die, okay? Right?
I gotta ask you, have you noticed?
Let's change the subject there. He saved you.
That's my boy right here. Let's go.
Have you noticed girls our age range, majority of them are more masculine than most men, and they're all bisexual?
This is disgusting, yeah. Yeah. What do you mean bisexual so they can collab with other girls, or actually fiending for? They'll just. They're not bisexual. They'll stick an electronic up their pussy and love it. Then they'll get a woman. Then they'll get a man. They'll get a midget. They'll get trans person. They'll fuck anything. This is like what's that called when they'll fuck anything? Is that pan? But this is fucking crazy, shit. Bro.
I've had girls tell me that they're addicted to porn and like it has ruined their ability to like have regular sex. Like
you're meeting trash, bro. I thought I meant trash. And some woman told you she's addicted to porn.
If a woman sleeps with more than 6 guys, she'll never be faithful to you, man. She's always gonna be looking for dick on the side.
More than one. It's like they carry with.
Wait, 6? Are you doing the numbers thing right now?
6.
Why 6?
It's basically subconscious when you reach a certain level. For most women, it's 6. For some women, it could be 3.
You know what that blows my mind?
6 is usually the one that you can't come back from.
You're a hoe. In Masonic literature, 6 would be earth, air, fire, water, as above, so below. So you're saying literally the whole world.
What about the Jewish star? How many points? How many people died? They say 6 million.
We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing it. I keep getting JQ'd everywhere I go. Let me breathe, bro.
Stop. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm going with the mainstream. I'm just trying to point out that the Jewish star has 6 points, and they said 6 million people died. That's it. Nothing else. We're good.
Your content is so good.
Salam, brother.
But oh my god, at least do codes if you're gonna.
You want to do codes? Okay, let's do codes. Let's do Zionism. Zionism.
That's not code. You just said the word, bro.
Zionism. Let's look at Nazi. It basically
go nuts. Fuck it.
National Socialism was Hitler's party, right? Yeah. They're called the National Socialist. So what's the first two letters of National Socialism? N-A, and then you take the Z-I because the National Socialist made a pact with the Zionists.
Oh shit! You've been watching my content now.
You have Nazi. I've known that for 20 years, brother. It was a book called the Transfer Agreement that basically says everything that happened when a pact between the Nazis and the.
I said this on a podcast. I'm like, look, I don't know if it's right, but I was just reading stuff. I'm just reading stuff. I don't know if I don't believe this. And everyone laughed at me, these intellectuals, and I was shocked because all I said was there's intellectuals out there who say the Nazis and the Zionists had one common goal. These guys wanted to expel a certain group of people into a foreign land, and they worked together. That's all I read. I didn't say that's what I believe, and everyone laughed at me.
Chase, let me ask you something. Does Israel exist without Hitler?
Okay, we're not doing this one, bro. We're not doing this.
Was Hitler?
It cause and effect.
What's its birthday?
Cause and effect. It's all cause and effect. Listen, the fact of the matter is, if you understand history, you have to understand the victor's history too.
Wait, so that means you believe
has lies.
That means you believe? Do you believe that whole they hire a Gentile to crack the whip to whip them back into their holy land?
You always have an overlord race.
But you believe that Hitler...
The overlord race for the past 100 years have been the white man. Soon it's going to change to the Asian man. So you have the certain people on top with disease, and then you have their overlord race that changes every 200-300 years.
You know, it's funny. They started in the chat by saying, he's a Jew, he's a Jew. I'm
a Jew, huh?
I would say this got to be the most base Jew I've ever heard.
I am a Jew, but I'm not a Zionist. So there is a difference, guys. By the way, if Kanye does a reading, does a podcast, I'm gonna probably be most likely to be the next one he does it with. Kanye, let's do it, brother. Let's make some noise.
Now, hold on. How come you don't have that thing where you, like, in your collective subconscious, you want to defend your people? Why do you just speak your mind?
What's there to defend?
I mean, there's a lot of Jews instinctively say that's a conspiracy.
Jews are the smartest people in the world. And that's my straight up opinion. Why does 2% of society control 55% of the money? Now, you guys can say they're crooks. You guys can say whatever. But again, if they are crooks, they're fucking intelligent ones. So at the end of the day, I think they're the most intelligent people out there. Now, I believe if it wasn't Zionists at the top of the food chain, I think someone else would be the fucking doing the crimes. I mean, think about it. From their standpoint, they're benevolent with they didn't start World War III. They didn't fucking murder people with a nuclear bomb. They gave fucking people the sheep to kill themselves. So again, from their standpoint, think about them. They think they're fucking benevolent.
This is the only channel that gets, I'm not saying everything right, but you get it.
GG33, baby.
And now he's a Freemason again. GG33.
Stop.
And it's the G too. The seventh letter, your grand architect of generative principle.
Weren't they the first one to start charging interest too on loans? And that's pretty much
well, they say wasn't it the Catholics?
No, the Islam. One of the tenets of Islam is you can't charge interest on the loan. So, for instance, if you take out 100,000, they charge 5%. They can't keep charging 5% every year. What they do to get around this is they just charge a flat rate. So they still charge you money, but it's a flat rate. Now the Zionists are more interested in the interest because they like to keep people in debt. So, and that's what Sharia law tries to avoid, keeping people in debt.
That's why it's like slavery never ended. It just evolved into debt.
Yeah, this dumb bitch in chat, we're going to ban you saying, oh, they worship the Talmud. We spoke about... he's saying Jews worship the Talmud. We spoke about oral law earlier. If you knew what the fuck you're talking about, you'd be on the podcast, not in chat, like your mom's a whore. Your mom's a little whore. This guy acting, well, what is the Talmud? What is the Babylon? Who the fuck? This isn't Alex Jones, bro. And actually, not only have you impressed me, but you contradicted yourself. Are you on board with me that if Albert Pike predicted all that, he does want to wipe out Muslims and Zionists? Or do you think Zionists want to be at the top? Because everyone splits here.
No. I believe that he wants Zionists at the top, and
really?
At the end of the day, I believe that.
Why would he say, I want to wipe Zionists and Muslims? I want to make them fight each other. Why would he say that?
I think it's basically Zionism will morph into something else.
Oh, like scientism. Let's go.
Like
that's base as fuck.
It's like
Let's
a
go.
fucking phoenix being reborn.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly what
I think they're going to mean by Zion. Because if you take the Z and you just split it like this, you got an N. You understand? They like to play games like that. So
are you trying to say Nazi? Or N-word, nigga.
Is that why the symbol, the Nazi symbol is...
I'm not going to go there.
Well, the Nazi symbol, the swastika is earth, air, fire, and water, right? And if you look at the 12 one, the zodiac was the black sun one. Those are lightning bolts of, and it's like a Luciferian thing, but for the black sun, you know what I'm talking about? But here's the thing, it's like 9/11 got you to numerology, which got you to here?
Yes.
I gotta ask you, what do you think of people who say Andrew Tate knows a lot about this topic? Like what's this called? Conspiracy?
So here's the thing.
I would say he knows nothing, and he's CIA.
Andrew Tate took the word matrix from me because he didn't use the word matrix until I actually did a reading with him. So he never used the word the matrix in 2018, 2019 until I talked to him.
No, but to me, it's embarrassing when people say Alex Jones and Andrew Tate are truthers. I would say,
come on, stop.
I would say,
stop.
Here, Nick Fuentes, Myron, those kind of guys. Alex Jones and Andrew Tate are they're kiddie meals.
Myron's Andrew Tate's boy. They're both.
Oh, right, they're friends. Right. Yeah. But no, Myron JQ's. He's not afraid.
Well, Myron's an 11 life path. He has a little charisma on him, so good for him.
He's an 11? Is that good?
He's an 11.
I'm a 3?
You're a 3. It means you got a mouthpiece and he's got some charisma.
He's the 3. Did you see his KKK thing? That was the most entertaining shit I've ever... He's the real 3.
That was some crazy shit, man. That was some crazy ass shit, man. I can't believe he fucking did that. Listen, I'm crazy, but I will go to certain places, man.
What?
I got my Jewish shield, though. Yeah. So,
I feel like he would have never done that until he met you, like...
Yo, everyone's blaming me, but I walked out of the frame. I was like, I can't be a part of this.
You're a bad influence, man. What are you doing?
It's not like I did this. What the fuck?
Wow.
I didn't do it.
You know someone's going to screenshot that shit. There's going to be a troll Twitter account right there that says, you worship Adolf Hitler tomorrow.
Well, let me give him some more. Zika, mein Führer. You get the audio too, bitch. No, but seriously, Myron's just a competitive guy. So when he read comments saying, yo, Zherka's way edgier than you, he put on a KKK outfit and made monkey sounds.
So he wanted to beat
submit. I literally submit. I said, Abba and preach. Myron's a racist. This is too far. But for when the ruling class chops our tongue and stuff, like when the .com boom started, they let us do a lot of crazy shit, LimeWire, the early internet days. Now they censor.
How many times were you banned from different platforms?
Oh, I lost count. It was like over.
Tell me the platforms you've been banned from.
Twitch, Instagram. Well, I've been banned at least fucking nine times. 8 times.
You know IG? No. You have a TikTok?
No, I'm banned.
You're banned from TikTok? All you have is Twitter?
Yeah.
So
and YouTube.
Okay, so Twitter banned me 18 fucking times, bro. Because I was telling people not to take that. I told them it was fucking poison before it even came out. Andrew Tate got me in one of them. So I've been banned over and over and over. I've finally been allowed to grow. And finally, now that all the bans are off, I'm getting like 500 million fucking views. So these people like to keep people down. So for people who say I'm a Freemason or all this other shit,
I say it.
All the other shit people
show
say.
the tattoo again.
Yeah,
clip this guy.
Right there, brother. It's right there. I'm proud of this, brother. That means I'm a 33 life path. That's the pinnacle when it comes down to vibrational energy. So when it comes down to, I didn't fucking think I know all this shit.
He's a Knights Templar.
Come on, man. They wish they were me. Okay.
But when they censor, why do they do it?
They censor because they don't want people to know certain things. Why would you want to educate the sheep?
Well, they let us have a lot more in 2001.
I think they let us have a lot more right after Musk bought Twitter. Because now you can say a whole bunch of shit that you could have been. A lot of people would have been banned for some of the shit they said before.
Oh, you're one of these guys who think Musk is like a good guy?
I never said that.
But the brain chip. You're trying to put a brain chip in you.
Musk took $500 million from Barack Obama in 2010. If you notice, the only person that Musk is positive over again and again and again is Barack Obama. So if you notice, Musk actually goes after Biden. all those Biden files, they're released, everything. He is Barack Obama's boy.
Do you feel like he bought Twitter to get all that data to fuel the Neuralink? Like, to give it, like, you know how AI needs to be trained with data? If he's just bought Twitter to
What's more
funnel
important than
all that
money, brother?
information.
Exactly, and influence. Influence and information.
And I feel
Those are the most important things in the fucking world. Fuck what the fucking Twitter is worth fucking $1 trillion. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can influence elections with it. You can influence people with it. You influence people. You influence people's minds. That's more important than the money. Fucking the Rothschilds will tell you that.
That's what I feel like that was like preconditioning to where people accept putting the chip in their brain. It's like, okay, if I put this in my body, it'll, make me more, submissive.
Anyone here?
No.
You're
Twice.
Jesus.
the fuck?
I told you I'm CIA.
You're bullshitting. You didn't get
No,
me.
I had to leave Canada.
Oh, okay.
I had to leave Canada.
You sound like a smart man. Why the fuck would you trust the government?
Oh, you think I trusted them?
Why'd you get
To
them?
leave Canada.
Why didn't you pay someone and get a fake card?
If I waited any longer, I would have been locked up. I don't want to get locked up. I want to boom my career, and that's what I'm doing. Plus, you got to remember, like, I've got serious liver. I have serious organ problems from the drugs I used to do when I was a party guy. So this is nothing. Like, that's not what's gonna kill me. The other stuff is gonna kill me. My doctor said, "Don't worry about the blood clot."
I would seriously look into some holistic medicine, guys, man. I would seriously consider looking
modify
into
your
that.
DNA.
Let me tell you something, okay? That will kill anyone, but I'm fucking invincible. Before I die, we're gonna see a Catholic theocracy.
Oh yeah, where's that going to be at?
I'm
Zherka land?
bringing this chat.
Zherka
Can I
land?
take your chat?
Yeah,
I'm
go
taking
ahead.
them.
Go
We're
ahead,
going to
brother.
war against Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, all of them, and black people.
Black people too.
I'm kidding. No, we need the strong black people on our
Hey,
team.
I tell you what, if America
Black people are very Christian,
If
actually.
America ever gets invaded, I'm not gonna be in the fucking Beverly Hills. I'm going straight down to the hood where I know motherfuckers got AKs. I know motherfuckers will put up a fight. Fuck that.
They'll put up fights with each other. Fucking shooting each other in the fucking neighborhood. It's like, they're not even here. The
Hey, I'll
war's
tell you
not
what, man. Nothing will bring people together like fucking people invaded America. If that ever happens, believe me, everyone's gonna get on board real quick.
Wait, so you have money. Why are you here?
What do you
Shouldn't
mean?
you be in a different country? Like,
The fuck? Look where I'm at, bro.
I know I love it here, but most truthers say like you gotta leave this place. You gotta go.
Nah, man, I'm not living in America. This is the best country in the world. Even with all its faults right now, it's still the best country in the world.
Hell yeah.
I got houses around the world if that's what you're asking, but no, I'm still living in America. This is the
No,
best
but
place.
these rich truthers always talk about going to like some foreign country and being free from the system, and it's kind of gay.
Listen,
It's kind of gay. It's
listen.
like you gave up, bitch.
Listen, if I want to retire right now, I would have retired already. I already fucking got my bag. I am numerology. I own my field. There is no competition. Tate has actual competition. He has real competition in his field. Not big competition. There's no one competing with me.
Who's the hypnotist he has on? The people always
that
tell me about.
fucking moron, man. I think
Is he
I think he has a drug problem too.
Have you ever gone into self-hypnosis?
Hypnosis is like Jedi mind tricks. Only weak on the weak-minded.
And it's real.
So it
It's
works.
real,
It works
bro.
on women. It works on women a
Yeah,
lot.
you say that until a billionaire. If Bill Gates walked in here with his hypnotist, we're fucked.
No, he's not.
No, they have
No, he's
real.
not.
But
No,
something to be
it's
said about the subconscious mind, even when you're asleep.
I've tried it. I've tried. I've done black magic once, and it's a hypnotic trance-like state. It's
You
just
did
like-
black magic now. Explain. Do tell. Zherka's going to talk about black magic now. This is an interesting podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm basically it's a psychic revelation state to where it's like you doze off but you're awake like this.
Are you
And-
talking to anybody or are you just observing? Or are you fucking a bitch?
No, I was alone and I was talking to myself. Well, it wasn't myself.
Or maybe you're talking to your higher self or maybe yourself in a different
No,
parallel
there's
universe.
those crisscrossing impulses in the psyche. Those are demons, and that's what you can channel. And even if you haven't been instructed to paint, you can do a Mona Lisa in this fucking state. And you can use drugs, psychedelics. You can use stuff to actually enter a weaker form of the state. And I didn't think it would be that easy because in Masonry they'll teach you about your most wakeful state, your solar state, and your
Are you a Mason?
sleepiest. No,
You're asking me all this. What are you smiling for though?
because of what they do to me online. But I was a Rosicrucian before I found Christ.
Yo, chat. Is this guy a Freemason?
You look at look who's talking. He's got a 33 fucking.
Hey, I like tattoos, brother.
Yeah, but no, that 33 means a lot to you.
Yes,
That's
it
not
does.
just. But no, it's interesting because like black magic is actually
100%. Why do these people say
real.
100%? You're racist.
It's not really black magic when it's just, if you get into law of assumption, law of attraction.
No, if you're doing it for passion, it's always black magic, right? If you're doing it for yourself, because there's black, gray, and white, but that led me to Christ, because through that I really needed to understand: is Christ some fucking?
When did Christ die?
I mean, to history, time. I do the timeline is war.
33.
Oh, 33 years old.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted the timeline.
He died at 33 years old. Do you know why? Because the number is more important than the man. That's why he's the most influential dead man in the world. Because they made sure to associate him with that number.
You think I don't know this? You trying to embarrass me?
I'm putting this out there, man.
Okay. Let me tell you what 33 really means. 33 degrees. Man. That 33% of the fallen angels that fell from grace with Lucifer. That's a Luciferian. You're going to hell, young man. Listen to me. Young man. Look at this. But no, listen to this.
I think I was fucking
First
by the
of
time
all,
you weren't even a baby.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 45, bro.
I can't pinpoint this. You're 45?
Yeah,
What does 45 mean? Go.
A degree, man. That's all it is, man.
Wait, you don't have 45 means nothing to you right now?
No, it means completion.
What
4 and 5 equals 9. 9 is the number of completion.
Okay, what's 2?
2 is feminine energy. That's why bitch starts with B. B is the second letter, just like beta.
Because in masonry,
you like that?
In masonry, they say 2 is the sex, the split.
It's the feminine energy. It's the like, for instance, women who are born in the first tend to be masculine. Men who are born in the second can be feminine. That's how numerology works. You got to know this stuff.
Give me some 3s that are celebrities like
some
me.
Some 3s who are Chris Rock.
It would be all of them.
Chris Rock. Another 3. Fucking what's his name?
Faggots too.
Brother,
all entertainers.
I don't take. They're all holding their ankles for somebody, right?
Wait, what do you think of people who say at the top they're all doing homosexual sodomy?
I think
which is black magic. Sodomy is black.
I think the people at the very top don't do that. I think the people who are puppets do that because the elite needs something on them.
But you think elites are straight? They're not perverted like that?
No,
like they're straight, but they fuck children.
The rabbis say that shit's for the goyim, so they don't do shit like that, bro.
For their Noahide laws.
So again, they don't shit where they live.
Well, the rabbis like children.
Well, not the rabbis.
Is it
at the
3
very
to
top.
5?
Not the rabbis at the very top of the food chain. The fucking pedos, the Christian church, and all that too, as well, man. There's pedos at the very, very bottom.
Those rabbis are Jesuits. I know what you're talking about.
I feel like they're just in their primal nature, like their lower state.
You know what we're gonna do, Zherka? I'm gonna get a Muslim preacher and mom here. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a Christian pastor here, and where me and you are gonna fucking talk to them about religion and God. I think that would make for an interesting podcast.
I would say most religious leaders are not effective today. They're useless. Right? When kid came from the pastor and said, "I'm going on a crusade," I do a better job than these fucking gay pastors. It's sad.
I think the best speaker out there today is either Barack Obama or Louis Farrakhan.
How about in all time? I'll say Malcolm X destroys Barack Obama.
I think JFK is probably better than Malcolm X.
Then Malcolm X?
Yes.
We choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy.
John F. K. Well, they killed both of them. They killed both of them. See that, but that's when they stopped killing people. Malcolm X was the last government hit job because after they killed Malcolm, what happened was the Black Panthers were formed as a basically cause and effect. So the FBI had to deal with the Black Panthers for 2 decades. So what they do now, they've learned. They don't fucking.
When you say last hit job, they say Kevin Samuels raising black consciousness.
Kevin Samuels.
They say he killed him.
He took the vaccine.
Oh, that's what killed him.
He was an older man. He was born in 1965. The Falcons got him. They're gonna kill you right away. If you're meant to live to fucking 100, you live to 80.
But Kevin Samuels is the only effective black conservative raising black consciousness. It's not Ben Carson.
Well, not Ben Carson, but there's.
So they killed his ass.
There's Sowell, Thomas Sowell, a very effective guy.
Well, how about those BLM guys when BLM was popping? Yeah, obviously BLM is like a government thing.
It's run by homosexuals.
Yes, white homosexuals, right? But check this out. The 4 or 5 of them died in a car fire.
They knew too much. That? They knew too much.
So they killed their own.
They killed Joan Rivers too.
Bro, all this is sports.
Let's go. She said something about Michelle. And did you see on Bear Grylls, what's that show he has?
Bear Grylls?
Bear Grylls is that guy in the wilderness. The guy who drinks his own piss.
I don't follow people like that, my man.
No, you like this guy. He's CIA like you.
A guy who drinks his own piss, huh?
Well, he has this show where he goes into wild
Just
and
because I talk to
survives.
CIA agents doesn't make me a fucking CIA
That's
asset.
literally what a CIA
Okay.
is. They fucking go to Joe Rogan's door, knock on it, and they go, Joe, you're not CIA. We just need info.
You know what they do? They ask me, Gary, here's a birthday. What do you know about it? And they leave me alone. How about that?
And how often do they do it privately? Like, they're not work related.
I'm not going to say anything about CIA. All I'll say is government agencies and people within the government agencies I do consult with from time to time.
And you told me recently that you're feeling really suicidal?
Shut the fuck up, man. You're about to go out that balcony over there.
People don't understand, but most CIA...
I don't know what happened. All I know, guys, is we're talking CIA, and boom! All of a sudden, the podcast isn't there. We did background checks. It wasn't the internet. It wasn't Kick. So we don't know what happened. But something happened.
But we got emails from Hillary Clinton. It was her.
I'm telling you, man.
You know, she was once hot. Yeah. I'm not derailing.
Really? What universe was this in?
I agree with
21-year-old Hillary Clinton. Google her. She's actually... Bring it up.
You would hit?
You would hit.
You got me
Bring
fucked
it up,
man.
Bring it up.
I would never hit that swine.
No, back then she was human.
Nasty ass swine, man.
The hot ones
you couldn't pay me enough.
The hot ones are always
But
evil.
I appreciate her for her intelligence. She's one of those intelligent women.
She's Frieza.
By the way, remember I told you about sevens being intelligent? She's a 7.
Obama's a 7?
No. Hillary Clinton's a 7.
But is Obama?
No, he's an 11.
Is
He's
Trump? Trump's a 3.
Trump's a 4. Law and Order.
Oh, right, because he's never drank alcohol and he's pretty like straight edge.
Exactly.
Okay.
Law and Order.
Wait. What's Kobe?
Kobe was an 11, just like Michael Jordan. So check this out. Michael Jordan, born 2/17, 1963, adds up to 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Look, he's getting mind fucked.
Say that again. What?
Michael Jordan, born 2/17, 1963, 2/17, 1963, adds up to 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Mentored Kobe Bryant, born 8/23, 1978, 8/23, 1978, adds up to 38. 3/8/11. He mentored Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, born 2/23, 1992, adds up to 29. 2 and 9 is 11. So there you have the 11 to 11 to 11. How about them apples?
I always see Kyrie flexing the 11.
If that's my flat earth brother, Kyrie, but hold on. It's way creepier if you guys are here with me, and it's way creepier if you're here and you grab his phone and see the billionaires who contact you.
We can't talk about that.
Yeah, I know. Did I name drop?
No, you can't do that, man. We don't want to do that, man.
Now I'm a snitch. I didn't even name drop.
All right, Nick, who's the Fed, man?
10-4. 10-4. So hold on. 9/11 started you. What were you saying, Chase, before I do 9/11? You were going to say something?
I don't even know.
All right, nigga, let's go.
Could you imagine your first podcast ever, Chase? And I'm
so jealous.
And he's on with me and you. We're fucking pros at this. And this guy, man, you talk about popping your cherry with dimes.
Yeah.
You're fucking doing good, brother.
Bro, my first podcast was homosexual on Twitch, ran it with whores that are not even hot. That was my first podcast. That was my legacy.
Shit, your third podcast probably could be Joe Rogan. Anyways, listen.
This man taught me how to manifest too. So
what's that?
This man taught me how to manifest.
Who? This guy?
That guy.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
They're saying talk about Kabbalah.
Kabbalah starts with a K. K is the 11th letter. Just like KKK. KKK. Why did they do with that? Because K is an emotional number. That's why they did a 9/11. 11 is a very emotional number. When you look at Al-Qaeda was founded August 11th, and their 3 biggest attacks. One was in India on July 11th. One was in Spain on March 11th. And the other one was in America on 9/11. So they keep hitting people at the same time. Why? Because the people at the very top, they understand how emotional energy works, and it's basically around the 11. So when you have stuff like this, people at the very top are like, okay, do things on this day to get an emotional reaction out of people.
If it wasn't a rule by evil and it was good guys at the top, would they be using 11s for big celebrations and positive things?
Yes, correct.
And then the whole world would be like,
if you look,
they'd wipe out sin from the world.
I'm not sure if you can wipe out sin as long as
not
they're
100%, but the world would be like paradise if they were hitting 11s.
It would be more of a utopia, but I don't think the world can ever be paradise because sins create sinners. So I'm not sure the world could ever be paradise because yin yang. I personally believe this is heaven and hell at the same time, because some people are living the earth. It's heaven for them. Every day is heaven. Some people, it's hell. A lot more people, it's hell. So I believe, based off karmic debt from past lifetimes through reincarnation,
Ancestral?
something like that, bloodline.
Because that's the only way that karma shit makes sense, is if it's ancestral.
Yeah, it goes
Because
through
there's
bloodline.
good guys right now winning on yachts, or excuse me, bad guys on yachts winning right now.
What did they do in their past lives, though? Like, you see people.
So their grandparents are saying we're good?
All I'm trying to say is, if you see someone on the side of the street and they're fucking broke and they're fucking living under a bridge, you might say, damn, I feel sorry for them. But what they do in their past life to deserve that shit?
Would it be their ancestor, or do you think it's like an archetype? They're all one?
I think the blood has an archetype within it.
Into a whole, would you do it like into a whole race? All black men are one archetype?
No. I think just the bloodline itself. That's why being gay is such a issue, because you genocide your own bloodline. So if you don't have any more kids, that's the end of the bloodline. That's the end of that's genocide. Spiritual fucking genocide. No one ever thought of it.
And it's gay.
Yeah, that too.
Do you have gay friends? See, that's a Fed question.
Lesbians,
yeah, what the fuck?
Lesbians who are from. No, listen. I don't hold women to the same standards as I hold men. Do you?
Fuck no.
Do you?
No.
So if you don't hold women to the same standards, why the fuck would I give a fuck if a woman's a lesbian? She don't spread STDs at the same rate of these gay guys. Most women who are lesbians, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, number one, been probably abused by some man. Number two, probably have never been fucked right by anyone. Never had a fucking orgasm in their life. Or number three, they just have an emotional bond with another woman. Women have that shit. Just an emotional bond. It's haram, I get it, but at this end of the day,
there's no one guy who can take my community from me, bro. You're fucking hilarious, and he's not. There's no comedy. He's telling the truth.
Listen, when it comes down to it, you have people who are basically males who spread fucking STDs at a 60-to-1 rate. And here's my
60-to-1. Are we talking HIV?
Yeah, something like that. Syphilis, all that garbage. So,
and that's not put on mainstream media.
No, they don't want anything to do with that. They want. This is a clown fucking world, dude. Holding your ankles is not something to be proud about, man. This is what I don't get, Zherka. There's so
you don't
many,
like rappers?
I don't give a fuck. There's so
They're all gay.
There's so many beautiful women in this world with beautiful curves, and motherfuckers want to suck dick. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it.
I feel in his past life, you were a spiritual leader. Right, he sat.
Fuck you think I am now?
Yeah, exactly. He sat with all the kids in the clan. He's like, "Yo, don't do that gay shit." Where does gayness come from? Since you're not a Christian, you have a different point of view.
No, I think most of it's propaganda, but a lot of it has to do with
media makes you gay.
No, I think if you brainwash certain people, then through movies, through the educational system, they'll begin to.
You're not those people who say it's hormonal, like he's got estrogen.
There's like this has no BPA in it. It has no estrogen, but that plastic shit does make some people do that.
Really? How much would you have to drink to go gay? Give me a fucking break.
What I'm basically trying to tell you is it's a combination of almost everything.
It's trauma. It's a trauma.
It's everything. If you have no father in the home, you're more likely to be gay. So many more single mothers are raising kids. So there's a connection there too with basically not just genes, but also environment. Mm-hmm. Environment plays a role. As a numerologist astrologer, I always tell people environment plays a role. So yes, I think that shit is extremely environmental.
I liked how you said earlier that too, all the gay stuff is trying to reverse the poles. Like you were talking about live backward evil, like just flip-flop society.
That's from the Kabbalion too, the polarity. They talk about rhythm, polarity, and all that stuff. But it shift the poles. You're also saying it's like anti-life. Like they don't want to repopulate.
I think it's population control.
Like a depopulation agenda?
The Georgia Guidestones said before they were blew up, they said 500 million people in perpetual balance with nature. Right now we're about at 8. I'm assuming that will take us down to 4. They're gonna curb people. They want to make sure there's less kids born.
I don't even believe it's 8 billion. If they want
sounds about right.
If they want 500 million to live in harmony, in perpetual harmony with nature, there's no way they're taking down 8. There's probably like 2 billion.
You think there's only 2 billion people on the planet? I mean, there's no way to prove it, but most in India they have censuses and they have about like 1.3 billion in there.
But it's in India.
China is 1.
It's in Indians.
It's still it's
What
the
about
world
the
population.
They say the timeline in history they added 1,000 years. Have you seen that? Like
Explain.
they warp the timeline of history. So it's like when they say 1,000 years ago, they actually mean maybe 2,000 years ago, maybe 10. Like the whole history timeline is warped. Like nothing happened when they say it happened. Do you believe that?
No, I think there's certain things in history that have been basically recorded through different sources, so it'll be very difficult. Like for instance, we know when World War I ended. It was basically May 2nd, 1945.
But look,
you can't lie about stuff like that.
No. If we look at millennia, that's 1,000, right?
Okay. Yeah, we don't know anything that happened 1,000 years ago.
How does technology evolve? It's linear. And then throughout history, it's always like stone tools and blah, 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 and steel. And then boom, .com and technology. Technology has never evolved like that in history. So they're saying that this tech stuff is much closer to the ancient world. And they say the ancient world had like harmonics and electricity, like not just Tesla and stuff. Like
most people ask, how did they move and make the pyramids?
It was the acoustic stuff.
I believe it was vibration based off magnetic energy.
And that's a declassified CIA document.
If you put like a magnet underneath something, no matter how heavy it is, you put another magnet underneath it, it will lift it. Yeah. I believe that's the type of technology they used to build the fucking pyramids.
Like power their cities and all that stuff. They're using them
and why the pyramids would they have Orion's?
It's basically all the pyramids are on ley lines.
Yeah,
that's basically done to enhance their ability and spiritual powerness.
You see the pyramid of Giza, like it points like within 1% of like true north. Like
I believe Napoleon did something to stop that, but Napoleon actually went to Egypt and took a cannon to the pyramids and the Sphinx.
What do you think he was trying to stop?
What a pimp, man. He said, fuck this shit. I don't care how long it's been up. I'm taking a cannon to it. So everyone in history is going to know that I'm the person who did that. And by the way, Napoleon is one of the biggest fucking alpha males in history. Even though his fucking bitch was cheating on him, he's still one of the biggest alpha males in history. When he came back from prison, which they basically seclusion, they had an army there to meet him. He had an army at his back. Instead of fighting, he went up to his opposing troops, threw down his sword and said, if any of you want to kill your emperor, go ahead and do it. They all laid down their arms and fucking flooded to his side. But one of the most heroic things in history, and I just felt like putting that out there.
I love Napoleon, so this is great, right?
I think Napoleon is right below Julius Caesar, but the man himself is Augustus Caesar. Augustus Caesar took Rome when it was crumbling. It was like pretty much at the end where America's kind of laying right now. And he basically went in there, got rid of the corrupt Senate, made sure he was a dictator, but he was the only benevolent dictator in world history. And what I mean by that is he actually did things that were good for the population. He started making morality laws. If you cheated on your wife or your husband, you might get flagged. You might get stoned.
Well, he's not the only good dictator. Are we forgetting Adolf?
He was stop. He was the only. He was the best world leader in history. You know what else he did? He basically passed laws that people couldn't kill their slaves. Back then, people were owners and they thought they could do with their slaves what they want. Augustus Caesar was one of the first ones who said, you know what? They are slaves, but you can't actually kill them. So if you guys want to go down throughout history, Augustus Caesar was basically the first real revolutionary who basically said human beings cannot be killed.
Who's the best president of all time?
JFK.
I knew you'd say JFK.
I feel like dudes of the past, though, is so much harder to gain a big crowd because you have to actually be in front of those people or have the reputation. Like we can just talk into a camera and reach millions of people. Like if they live today, like, and they were speaking their shit, like, fuck.
Technically the internet works for the government because they set this up so they can see, white identity, dissident right movement. Yep. There's the left wing. If we were doing this in person with pitchforks, the government would shit their pants. It only takes like 3,000 people to start a revolution.
3%.
So they're like, hey,
3%. Revolutionary War, 3%. That's it.
Hey, it's like data harvest too, so they know how to program us.
You're a 3, get it?
Let's go. I'm the revolutionary. But as long as we're online, the government they kind of laugh at us.
You know the beauty of what they did? Imagine all these services like Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp. They're all free services, but if you're free, they're actually getting more than they actually, get asked for. Like, for instance, only 2 things that are really free: porn and, both that shit's no good for you. So if you move on to what's going on with these services, think about this. The best scientist in the world, the best engineer in the world, the best numerologist in the world, they'll fucking get information from the best of everyone through these free services. And then they'll create some fucking Jekyll and Hyde monster that all those sums couldn't create themselves. And therefore, they'll have technology 50, 60, 70 years ahead of fucking human beings. Because before these people actually network and get all that shit done, the government has all their fucking work.
That's why data is worth more than oil now, because they're taking everything they know about the hive mind and using it so they can program us. If they understand our minds more than we understand ourselves, then they can use AI to predictive program like all of us. Like they can use AI to look at our facial expressions and tell if we're lying or not. Like
they did Hollywood movies, all these patriotic movies before they did the wars.
Oh, you're gonna look
Israel.
Remember the movie The Patriot?
Oh, is that my favorite actor? I'm not going to say his name. Oh, there it is.
Mel Gibson, 7 Life Path Capricorn. So this guy, in the very beginning of that movie, The Patriot, he has a rocking chair. And he's working on a rocking chair. Watch the movie. It's a great movie. The very beginning of it. He has a rocking chair, and he puts it down. Before he sits on it, he says, 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Perfect. Just perfect. He sits on it, and the chair fucking basically falls apart. That happened a year before 9/11. That movie came out. 2000. They always leave clues. You know why they leave clues, Zherka?
It was in the Matrix too, the 9/11.
Do you know why they leave clues?
They have to do it in the material world so they can do it, right?
They have to go ahead.
Yeah,
negate karma.
Exactly. They do it. They basically put it out there. So they actually
they're asking for permission
They
too.
tell people what they're doing, so they believe that negates their karma.
Right.
Same thing with Balenciaga putting all that fucking pedophile shit in their commercials.
It's the same reason.
It's not
That's
a
why your
mistake.
history. Why they tell you history.
But some people have said they're psychically asking for permission, and others have said it's like a cokehead. How as expensive it is as coke is, he always shares it because misery loves company. The depressed cokehead will share his coke.
Yeah.
But I really think they have to ask for permission. They have to for subconscious.
They have to tell.
Yeah, they have to.
You don't ask.
They get off on it.
You don't get.
They
You
on that.
don't have to ask people lower than you for permission from energetic energy. The lion doesn't ask the gazelle for shit.
Yeah.
He fucking tells the gazelle exactly what he's gonna do, and that's what they do. They release their karma by actually telling them what they're gonna do.
I'm not these guys. All the conspiracy guys think like, let's say Hillary Clinton's evil or the ruling class is evil. They're not always evil. They have days where they actually give to charity. Yeah, they have days where they want to come back to God. They just always relapse. So that's why people get confused. It's like, is this guy evil? They're not. No human can be evil 100% of the time.
What has Hillary Clinton done that is positive?
She brought me here.
Okay. Oh, there we go. We're there again. Gotcha. Okay. How did exactly that happen? I'm
Kosovo,
curious.
1999 Kosovo.
Oh, you're from Kosovo? Okay, Bosnian War. Gotcha.
They're talking about the gay frog stuff in the water. I think what people need to understand about that is when you're drinking tap water and fluoride, like they can put hormones in the water and literally make you
drink this. Drink this. This is the best water out there. You know how you know this is the best water?
Fiji.
You know how? No, fuck that shit. You know what the best water is? That's the second one. You know how you know this is it's the most expensive. So think about this way: the elite need to go places, they need to travel, they need access to water. So they fucking jack the price of this shit up. So the poor people won't buy this. The rich people don't care about money. They got their water supply. Everyone else is fucking drinking that fucking 4-hour shit. See how the game works? Boom, boom, boom.
I think a lot of people don't understand they're depressed because they're putting shit in their bodies. Like what you eat and what you drink really controls your cognitive ability and how in touch you are with God. Like, think about it. It's the holy water. You need to drink water. Your body is majority water. It's more important than what you eat.
Yeah, there's also a Japanese water memory study. Do you remember that? If you say fuck you, yeah.
Water does have emotional energy attached to it.
Think about all the water in you. They're using frequencies to distort you, like your body. You're a crystallized being of water. You're a physical state.
No, even in the
5G.
Bible.
That's 5G.
No, they say even in the Bible before "let there be light," it was just darkness and water. There's a lot of people make that
I
argument.
call it the Matrix's blood.
You think that's the firmament? Like it's
Andrew Tate ruined the Matrix for me. That used to be so cool.
Stop. Okay. He says the Matrix is the government, the Rothschilds. That's garbage.
He's never said the word Rothschild in his life. Why not?
Yes, he has.
He has?
Yes.
He said a Jewish name?
Yes, he says Rothschild before. Not many times. But basically, here's how it goes. The Rothschilds run the world within the Matrix, but they are not the Matrix. The Matrix is basically a simulation, a virtual reality. And that's why numerology and astrology work, because they're the cheat codes within this virtual reality. You learn the cheat codes, you start understanding how this world works a lot quicker, and you stop making mistakes too.
Would you be affected less? You get fucked with less if you master that? The orange pill. Why do you call it orange?
Orange adds up to 33. So all the words O-R-G.
Oh, you got the orange pill.
That's why it's orange.
Red pill has lost its traction.
Red pill is 9. Red pill is associated to the root chakra, which is basically associated to sex. So I'll give you an example. The root, do you know what chakras are?
Yeah, you're talking about sacral chakra. Right?
So it's not just people who have chakras, it's also the earth itself that has chakras.
And by the way, you can feel these. This isn't hocus pocus. You can feel a sensation, throat chakra, third eye. You can feel these
100%.
wheels. You can feel them.
So when it comes down to the earth, the root chakra of the earth is San Francisco. That is why they perverted that to the LGBT.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
The sexual energy within the earth, the main place, is by San Francisco. That is where the root chakra of the earth is located. That is the main sexual organ of the earth. So they basically made sure that was LGBT capital because they knew if they did it there, it would spread everywhere. Proof. There is a tree.
Wait, then what's Israel?
Hold on. There's proof that in San Francisco, Sacramento area, there's a tree that grows in Northern California that doesn't grow anywhere else. It's called the redwood.
Oh, again, where Republicans stand there.
The Bohemian Bridge,
right?
So basically, when it comes to that redwood, it basically shows you it's connected to the root chakra system, which is basically the sexual organs. They made sure to pervert San Francisco on purpose because that is the root chakra of the earth. They knew if they did it there, it would spread everywhere. They're smart.
What's Israel then?
Israel, I would not call.
Because me, it's a holy war. For a Catholic's position, it's a holy war. For you, Israel would be the asshole.
I think Israel is very strategically placed because of the Dead Sea. I think the Dead Sea is extremely important.
But there's no organ? You wouldn't assign an organ?
There is. I'm not going to go into what it is, but there is one there. I'm not going to go into what it is.
He's going to say it's the heart of the world.
It's not. It's not their crown. It's not the heart. It's nothing like that.
Don't you feel good down here in the Florida sun? Like you just feel charged by it.
Actually, in Masonic literature, they talk about humans being solar capsules, and it's not for vitamin D. It's literally SOL. You get soul if you stay in sunlight. Like your soul burns more. You need it.
The Masons believe the sun is God and it gives life.
Yeah, that too. But I'm talking about they have like medical books.
Are you a traveling man?
Bro, whoa, what the fuck? Zherka. What the fuck? How do you know that?
You know that because you're a Mason, aren't you? That's how you know what that means, huh?
No.
Zherka. Think about it. Atoms are 99% empty space, so everything's light. Like light carries information. So the more you're in the sun, you're literally getting the knowledge of Christ.
You know, you guys are not religious at all.
No. I believe in a higher power, though. No doubt.
All of that
you don't believe there's a human who got divine psychic revelations to write on paper?
Stop.
Wow. That's all of us. I mean, we're
you guys are going against the thing that brought every civilization.
What proof do you have that a literal Muhammad fucking started writing a book at 40?
Well, that's fake news. That one's fake news.
This is garbage, man. Okay, there's no proof of that.
Do you believe signs and symbols rule the world?
Yes, but I do not believe Mary got pregnant without getting fucked. Okay, I'm keeping it real. I do not.
That's why he's going to hell. Check this out. Do you believe Freemasons believe this and geniuses and philosophers? Do signs and symbols rule the world?
Yes.
Rules the subconscious mind too.
Which fucking symbol is the largest? That's the cross.
I would say
that's the cross.
I would say the Jewish pyramid. 2 pyramids upside down, one going one up. I think that's
the
probably...
Seal of Solomon is not more well known than the cross. Are you kidding? Everyone knows what the fucking cross is.
Not more well known, but it's more hidden For instance,
Carl Jung said if one symbol like the cross can touch 1 billion lives,
what about
just
the
that,
Walmart? What about Walmart?
There's truth there.
What about Walmart? You ever see their symbol?
I know they do something with religion. 7 Up is the seven planets of antiquity. Is Nike actually Saturn's logo?
Yes. Can you put up?
You're the most anti-Semitic Jew I've ever met.
I love Jews. I love my people.
Okay.
All right, man. Put up Walmart symbol. I want people to see this. You guys are about to trip out. You said see no put up the blue one.
Oh,
now
I
you see
remember
that?
this.
You see that? No, it's right there. That's cool. See that? Okay, make sure that everyone there can see it.
I remember this. I just forgot.
Okay. Now you see how Walmart has six little spots, 6 little rays.
Are you gonna
That's
say
a Jewish star, bro. It's hidden in plain sight. The Waltons. If you take all the Waltons' money combined, they worth more than Musk. So again,
that's not a Jewish family, Wahlberg?
No,
oh yeah,
not.
they are.
But I'm trying to show you they're paying homage, bro. This is how you pay homage in a hidden way. Walmart. And everyone is so blind to this stuff. It's so easy to see.
So like the Gmail sign is like the
yes,
Freemason
yes,
app.
100%.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. What about the Nike logo? If you bring it up, apparently how Jews, they're not Jewish people.
Let's say Zionists.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to say oral law.
I am a Jewish man. They are Zionists. There are a difference between Jews and Zionists. Okay, this is where Kanye fucked up. He should have said Zionist and not Jews. Zionism is a political movement. A lot of Jews are in it, but there's Christians who are in it too. Being Jewish is actually being Jewish. Those are two different things. Kanye fucked up. He should have went in and said Zionists instead of Jews. He wouldn't have these issues.
And he'd have...
and by the way, I'm going to tell him that when I see him.
It's all the banks. I think people just keep overlooking that. It's like they keep thinking of religion and not in the sense of money. Like follow where the money goes. Stop thinking in all the terms of religion. That's
when you think of a regular Jewish dude, he's not really here to defend any conspiracy or whatever you bring to him. But a Zio will defend. He'll instinctively get defensive.
But sometimes they're Christian Zionists.
Those are the worst. Those are evangelical.
No, I think who I think are the worst is the Jehovah's Witness. You can't tell those people shit. Like a Muslim will actually listen. I've had clients in the House of Saud. You know, I've given readings to people at the very top of the food chain. Not the Jehovah's Witness. They ain't trying to listen to shit.
The best group is the Black Hebrew Israelites. Those guys make white people kiss their boots. Have you seen those YouTube videos? They're extreme, bro.
I thought they were all like a setup. Is that like for real? Those aren't like paid actors?
Well, they make some okay arguments. I'm not gonna say I believe that stuff, but like they make good okay arguments.
Man, it would.
You know, Speaker's Corner. They're all there.
Yeah, dude, I would never get down and kiss anyone's shoe.
Yeah.
Are you fucking out your mind? Do you white people know? Do you white fucking liberal trash know that white people were actually slaves to blacks too? The Moors, actually a very powerful black tribe, invaded Spain. That's why all those people in Spain have a much darker complexion than the people in France, because they were conquered and all the white women there were raped. So again, every race has been on top. Every race has been fucking slaves. And by the way, to say that it's white privilege in this country or any other, when 100 years ago, whites were 30% of the world population, and now they're fucking like 7 or 8% of the world population, this is garbage, man. Whites don't run anything anymore. Indians come in this country and make more money than whites. Pakistanis. Everyone comes in here except maybe blacks and make more money than whites. And the reason the blacks would make less is because most black households are led by women. How the fuck is a woman going to teach a boy how to become a man? I don't know how that does. Maybe 1 out of every 100 women can do it, but it's just not viable. And that's why people who are of African American descent in this country, that's why they're usually in poverty, because they're led by women.
Well, there's some people who say black people, like, let's be honest, to be a genius, you got to think very fast. No one thinks faster than Kobe receiving. Well, right? But they say this is a different type of like neural pathway where it's like they're made to be athletes or they got a lot of soul for music and entertainment. Do you believe that certain races are meant to do certain jobs?
Yes.
Really?
I think black people are much more creative than white people. I think white people strength comes in technology. Most of cars, most of airplanes, most of computers were pretty much invented by whites. So I think every race is really good. Like the Chinese, they're not really good.
They're industrious.
No, they're not really good at creating things. But the Chinese are very good at reinventing the mousetrap, making the mousetrap better. They find the flaws in the design and make it better.
Like fine tune.
Yeah, so
that's why they're the highest IQ.
They do very. I'm not sure if they should be the highest IQ because they lack creativity. So when you lack creativity, you have a glass ceiling. Here, this is why America worked, because America always got the brightest immigrants from all over the world, the fucking brightest Nazis, the brightest blacks, the brightest whites. They all came to America, and America had that intellectual power. Now, people aren't proud to be Americans anymore. And that's a fucking fucked up thing, because you have to understand, it's only the white trash in this country who wants to be communists. It's only the white trash in this country who tells you, let's move to socialism so it's more fair. No, you're a fucking loser and you can't fucking compete and you want fucking handouts like a fucking woman. That's what it comes down to. I can't stand fucking people like this, dude. There's one thing I do not allow in GG33, fucking communists. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to know who one of my heroes is, General Franco, look him up and see what he did to communists.
I love this because, guys, what do you think feminism is? All that equality shit? That's like a branch of their religion of communism, right?
They have, the feminists started with the communists because in the 1930s, when the communists started infiltrating America, what would happen is they would take a couple whores and take them to a union meeting and just fucking, hey, who wants to fuck these bitches? And all of a sudden they start, infiltrating the top leadership of the unions. This is what communists do. Communists always find useful idiots. That's why, when it comes down to
it. The useful idiots they get. They're the first to go when they get their...
Iran, 1979. The liberals teamed up with the Mujahideen and the conservative Muslims who wanted to pass Sharia law. They teamed up to get rid of the imperial Shah. Once it happened, the liberals thought they were going to have democracy. They thought they were going to have a republic. Instead, they were told to line up against the wall.
Let's go.
Yeah, put your hands on the wall. They fucking got a bullet to the head. So this is what happens. Liberals are used as useful idiots in democracy because civilized people don't want to kill their own people. And then after the whole shit falls, the people who started the revolution actually start putting bullets in people. Do you know what the scariest moment in history was? Probably 1979 when Saddam Hussein took power. And you want to talk about a gangster. This guy forced the president to resign. And then he took power and then he called all the leadership of the Ba'ath Party. And he walks into an auditorium smoking a cigar and he just doesn't say anything. He starts calling out names. And then when he calls out a name, security guards come, they drag that person out. 2 minutes later, gunshot. And this happened for about 6 hours. People were in there trembling. Could you imagine you're scared that your name's about to get called and you might fucking be shot? Mm-hmm. This is a common, this is brutal.
That's called ending corruption, by the way.
I mean, as long as you're corrupt as hell, to begin with.
But off your point too, I feel like they used like white rich people's, like they love to virtue signal and they use that to
liberals.
Yeah, Democrats.
Yeah, that's what they're good at for sure.
Like they're like, oh, we love the gays, we love black people, we all this. It's like they're
have the gays babysit your kids then.
And they're just virtue signaling all day long.
Have you seen the overlap on gay men and pedophilia? Go look at that chart. It's hard to find. It's ridiculous, bro. They overlap so much. It's like, bro.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying there's not good gay men in the world.
There's good ones, but if you start talking about kids, they start smiling.
I haven't met too many, but here's the point. Why are they fighting so hard to be around kids?
Yeah.
Why do they fight so hard to be in Boy Scouts? Why did they fight so hard? And here's the point. When gays won their right to adopt, when gay women, lesbian women adopt couples, they don't care if it's a boy or a girl. Yet when it's gay men couples who adopt boys, for some reason, 90% of the time they want little boys. Now, I'm not saying anything. I'm just pointing out stats. Why are these gay men who are foster parents insisting on little boys, yet when it comes down to it, the women don't give a fuck who they have? That's just interesting to me. If someone has something to say say this is bullshit, cool. But I just want why? Why is that?
And their gay men's fetish, and this is just comedy. Gay men's fetish is not actually a male. It's deviancy. That's why they don't get married. They go to penthouses with 8 other men and have orgies.
Well,
they don't actually get married like, one-on-one.
Sounds like the war room.
And
it's because the mind gets warped.
you're worse than me, bro. Leave them alone. Okay? They've got enough punishment. But check this out. And they never talk about gay men like this. Like the Andrew Tate crowd will never talk about gay stats like this. They're smart. Those are businessmen.
I think there's 2 different war rooms. I think there's a war room in Dubai, and I think there's a war room in Miami. And I think the war room in Miami has a lot more haram shit than the war room in Dubai. But that's just my personal opinion.
Which one's straight?
The one in Dubai, probably.
I'm gonna walk in that one. All right. Okay.
I feel like they pushed accepting all the gay stuff on us so much too, because it was like psychological projection. It was their insecurity that they don't accept themselves, so they're like forcing us to accept them.
He thinks
so
the elites
validated.
are straight.
The very top of the game. The puppet elite, like, Obama, like the Clintons.
I think you're wrong here.
I think they suck someone off for sure.
I think you're wrong, because Aleister Crowley?
Yeah.
He said all of his black magic influential dark arts came when he first had his first ever homosexual experience. He hated gays. He tried it, and then he started doing. He got him to trance-like states in the desert, fucking a dude in the ass in front of a camel.
I think that's what God meant by, like, once you do that, your psyche goes into pure degeneracy. You're addicted to chaos.
Yeah. What's the opposite of holy? Your butthole. So you're going away from God. You're supposed to. And I even tell people first of all, when you pray, you should be showered and clean. That's how I do it. You should. Some people pray, they're like sweaty and shit like that, or you fuck the dude and pray, like what the fuck? But gay. Apparently, the highest level of black magic is always sodomy. Always.
That's how they control a bunch of men. Is you feminize them, you make them gay, because then they're just submissive. Like
That's in my
psyche's submissive.
That's in my documentaries. Kay Griggs. You heard about this bitch?
When did this come out?
I got like another month, but in my documentary, she talks about the easiest way to psychically control someone is gay sodomy rape ritual. And most special forces worldwide, they bring you whores and prostitutes, get the young newcomers drunk, and then the generals, they're called cherry marines when they're going up rank, cherry, because they're getting their cherries popped.
Gotcha.
They get fucked by the generals, and it's not just a satanic thought, it has to be done. Just like Skull and Bones, just like all of these groups, you have to get fucked in the ass. I used to be a Rosicrucian, they're straight. They weren't homosexual. But dude, everyone they knew from these, they're not secret societies, these are open societies.
Yeah. Open societies.
They're all homosexual, bro. Most Freemasons and stuff, they do gay hazing.
David, can you pull out the Knights Templars? Can you pull out their logo? Because all this stuff comes from the Knights Templars. The Jesuits, all these organizations come from the Knights Templars.
Based
Watch this. We're about to pull this up. I'm about to show you something.
I wish Alex Jones knew this.
Alex Jones, man. No. Go put up their logo. Just put in logo, Knights Templars. Right there. That horse. That horse right there. Yeah, do that right there. Yeah, now put that for everyone to see.
It's like a Spartan thing.
No. It's a little bit more than that. See, everyone see that?
See that, right?
So basically, these guys were fucking fags, and this was their symbol because they were all homosexuals. 2 men on a horse.
Yeah, you don't have to call them faggots, bro.
Yeah, you can. I got you for that.
You're a fed. Wait, explain it again.
So you got 2 men on a horse. What the fuck you think the guy in the back is doing?
Riding.
Exactly.
He's going to war. He's a real man. Spartans were gay?
I mean, hell, dude, I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you, man. But I can look at the symbolism and tell you what the fuck this means. And it's not anything kosher.
Apparently, the greatest generals, warriors throughout history always had a young
man. Julius Caesar was not a fag.
Really?
No, Augustus Caesar was not a fag. Napoleon definitely was not a fag, dude. They fucking caught letters.
I love Caesar, so I hope he's right.
They caught letters of Napoleon going to his other generals. They intercepted them, and he was complaining how his wife was cheating on him, all this other stuff. But there's never anything in there about homosexuality.
You seen that Hitler's homosexual?
Yeah,
stuff?
he was.
You believe that?
No, Hitler had something called the brown shirts. Before the SS was born, it was the brown shirts.
Which started with the wizard. Did you see that?
And the brown shirts basically were a bunch of homosexuals. They were his hoodlums before he got the SS. So there was something called the Night of the Long Knives, where he basically went out there and he fucking killed all these guys.
And they're all from the Tool Society?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Oh, you
too
know
late.
about that, huh? Good for you.
Wasn't Hitler on just drugs 24/7?
No, apparently you can't generate that much power and influence without doing sodomy. You have to do this part. Or there's another one,
Still just
eyes
playing
wide shut, sacrifice. Baby sacrifice.
No,
Tell them about what happens on Epstein Island. It's not rape. There's way more.
I'll give you an example. When Bruce Jenner was basically in an accident and he killed somebody, within 2 months he became trans. So what happened is the people at the top of the game basically went up to him and be like, yo, you want to go to jail or you want to make fucking millions of dollars? So he basically chose to become trans, make millions of dollars. The fact that he killed someone in a car accident got conveniently wiped under the rug. So sometimes
Kobe was a sacrifice.
I think what happened was Kobe's daughter was supposed to be their trans, and he refused to do that. So I think that had something to do with...
beat LeBron's when LeBron beat him.
Dwayne Wade, like Dwayne Wade took his spot.
So exactly. Dwayne Wade took Kobe's spot. So Dwayne Wade is going with his child becoming trans to go with the agenda. But Kobe, I believe he refused to deal. I personally believe Kobe was a real soul.
Do you want to talk about what you talked about with the after the plane go down, why and all that happened after?
Kobe's name in Japanese, Kobe means COVID. So he got
Wouldn't it
killed.
be Hebrew? Why
Not
Japanese?
Hebrew, exactly. That's
Why did you say? Oh, it's not Japanese. Okay,
That's why I believe it's
you said
one
it.
of the
You
two.
said Hebrew earlier. You're right.
I believe it was Hebrew. Whatever. It's in one of those languages, and when people say that, they're basically manifesting. Kobe is manifesting, so that's why they had him killed right before the outbreak came.
And did you see Alicia Keys, what she was doing? Alicia Keys during this ceremony, they had that all prepared. Like they knew he was gonna die. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
I mean, they even have a cartoon of Kobe fucking going down the plane.
It's something about passing a ball and then it explodes and he died.
I'm surprised the Simpsons didn't do an episode of it. They always get shit right like that, man. People think I'm a fortune teller. Go watch The Simpsons. Those fuckers get almost everything right. Even my fucking billionaire buddies say it's uncanny how The Simpsons... And you have to understand, these people don't believe in this stuff. And they're fucking texting me clips about, yo, did you see what The Simpsons predicted?
The Trump one was my favorite. Like, they nailed it. Even coming down the ladder or the...
It's creepy.
Well, you know, Trump's uncle was going through Tesla's work.
Now, Tesla, let's get into this. Not just the coils. This guy talked about infinite ether energy coming from the fucking stars and planets.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about that.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Donald Trump's uncle was the one who, for the government, went in and took all of his work and started doing all of his research. After he got that stuff, the Trump family became very wealthy. So Donald Trump is connected to Tesla in a way. They're all connected. Obama, go back to Indonesia. He's related to the biggest gangster in Indonesia. You know Obama's worth fucking 10 times what Trump is worth?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, come on, man. This guy has all his money in fucking
Hillary
Vanguard.
Clinton's worth 100 times what Trump's worth. She's huge.
Actually, Hillary Clinton is very dumb with Bill Clinton. I'm gonna keep it real because everyone knows the Clintons are fucking con artists because all that money was going through the Clinton Foundation, all that money through Haiti. The Haitians got 2% on the fucking dollar. They know that, and people know they're guilty. Obama is stealing so much more money. He fucking sent 1.5 billion to Iran, probably got a fucking 40% kickback on all that money. And everyone thinks Obama's clean, but the Clintons have a lot less. And everyone thinks they're guilty. So the Obama's head and shoulders above the Clintons. These guys are amateurs compared to the fucking Clintons.
How do you enter office with like $800,000 and leave with like 600 million?
Ask Nancy Pelosi.
How the fuck do you do that? It's not his
Nancy
book.
Pelosi.
No, ask her husband. That nigga knows how to trade.
Oh, you mean the guy who got hit by a hammer with his gay lover?
Yeah, that was real news.
That shit was
That shit's
wild.
real. That shit's real. They try to cover up. But the video, the cops come in and this guy just takes a hammer and the guy doesn't look all there. They try to say the guy was MAGA. Fuck all that. This guy was liberal to the core, gay rights, all that shit.
They opened the door just so casually. It was the funniest.
And he's holding his hand. He's like, what are you doing with the hammer? Sir, put down that hammer. And he fucking went straight to his head. I'm like, wow, this LGB fucking crowd is nuts.
Someone said this content's gold. You'll never, ever see anything better than this because everyone else that I collaborate with for truth or stuff, they're not into the conspiracy. They like politics more. This is way better. Go into MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Right? Because they say they mastered it in World War II.
They say they shut down MK Ultra. I personally believe Obama's MK Ultra. There's certain people who are too fucking good. Obama is fucking gold. Like, let's be honest, man. You're good at what you do. I'm good at what I do. Obama is like the top of the food chain when it comes down to it. He's been trained. Watch
he's
his
charismatic
tone.
as fuck.
Watch his tone. Watch how he talks with his hands. Obama is the pinnacle.
Highest level deceiver.
Louis Farrakhan is right up there. Louis Farrakhan, he's born on the 11th. Obama is an 11th life path. So you start seeing it. Ronald Reagan, remember him? He was the Obama for the Republicans. Yeah. He was an 11th life path too.
What about Nixon? That's my favorite guy.
Nixon was a rat.
Man, Nixon's the only one who said Bohemian Grove is the most goddamn faggy thing I've ever seen.
He was also the only non-Mason free president until
just a crook.
After,
right?
Yeah, he was just a crook. I was surprised.
My favorite president.
Really
because you say, hey, he's the only one who said this shit's gay. Everyone else is like, fuck it, we'll go to.
If you look at Nixon, he's the one who made the deal with Mao in 1972.
Oh,
and he's the one who basically made China a superpower.
Yeah.
So I would honestly think Nixon probably is a traitor. And in all honesty, I think thanks for reminding me to talk about him because I'm probably gonna go piss on his fucking grave.
Or if you hate Nixon that much,
fuck him.
You should stop by Biden first.
Well, like I told you, I don't drink haram, but the next time Biden goes, I swear to God,
he's joking.
I'm calling you up, and the audience is gonna pick what the fuck I'm gonna start drinking. I'll fucking drink moonshine. Fuck that motherfucker. I will drink. I will get drunk, and I haven't got drunk since John McCain died.
Damn.
So again, Republican too. This is goes both ways.
Would you consider yourself a Republican, or you think?
No, I'm a conservative. Fuck the Republicans.
Yes, they're gay. Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're on the same page. Republicans. Was it like 60% of them are gay?
Everyone's gay now.
Listen. When it comes to Republicans, I've been in the room with these guys who are senators, these guys who are congressmen. Let me tell you something. They're above average intelligence. These are not the smartest people in the world. They're like the average IQ is like what 100. They might have 110, 115.
So they're like employees for the system.
Dude. Yeah. The people who finance them, they're the ones who call the shots, dude.
They talk about kingmakers.
Kingmakers are very simple. When it comes down to it, there's people out there who control political parties. Like for instance, Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi's dad is a mobster.
Simplify for Zoomers, basically, chat. Imagine we're politicians, we'd be begging like dogs for the top donator. The top donator in this chat who sends the most money, that's what politicians do. They try and get his endorsement.
In a sense. I mean, that's the same thing preachers do. They go out there. Could you imagine these preachers? They're the best in the fucking world. They have a whole bunch of poor people, and you have these preachers who go up and start saying this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a servant of God and I love you. And as a servant of God, if you want to show faith, you have to give me some money. Because if you have $5 in your pocket, that means give me $2 and I will bless you because I am a servant of the Lord. That's what they do.
Amen. That's Kenneth Copeland guy, right?
Yeah. So that's Brother Love from the WWE.
Brother Love.
If you want some good content, look up Brother Love on YouTube from WWF back in those days, man. Gold.
What is this? Why are evangelicals? I get different response from everyone. Why are they in love with Israel? Why are they? Because they think they'll go to heaven if they give enough money?
Because I believe the Bible was rewritten, the King James Bible, and it says Jews are the chosen people. So after you put that propaganda in there, after a couple generations, they start reading it, believing it. Remember, everyone was against the creation of Israel in the 1920s. The Christians all over the world said no. So what happened? You had World War II and everything changed. That's it. I mean, we're cool.
What do you think World War II is really over?
What it's about?
Well, don't respond. He's going to repeat that one. Don't repeat that. But
Zherka's tapping out on that one, man.
No. It really, when you see the end game being that state I'm not going to mention as the end result of World War II,
yes,
it gets a lot less foggy in your head. Like the history starts to go, whoa, this is.
And again, Jews are the smartest people in the world, and if you have a problem with that, you don't understand how history works. These are very, very smart people.
Basically, what he's saying is most broke and middle-class Jews And the rich ones too, actually, all said, "Bro, we don't want to leave Germany. We're fucking running the game.
Is true.
We're running the game." And so the Jewish or Lazio elites were like, "You don't want to leave Germany? Get Adolf right now, and he's gonna crack the whip and take them to the promised land." And not that many went in the beginning. It was like
it was
35,000.
called a transfer agreement. What would happen is
we're not doing this, bro. We're doing comedy.
No, but
fuck this shit.
What happened was
this is the final solution to my fucking career. You're fucking ending. We're not doing this. He opened this fucking podcast with was it 6 million? Bro, nobody does that.
I can say this: if this man's scared to talk about this shit, man, I will find one person.
I'm getting intel saying stop talking. It's not just chat. It wasn't 6 million and one or one under 6 million. Whatever. When you refresh on Wikipedia, whatever that says, that's how many.
Go
died.
back to 1913. It says Jews died in Russia. It's always that 6 number, just like Walmart with their home.
I gotta hear. Take him down.
So here's what it comes down to. You have to understand that people in positions of power.
The most base dude on the internet is Jewish. You're like the biggest truther.
This guy, man.
Your own people are gonna slaughter you.
My own people love me.
Okay.
They love me. Everyone loves me except NPCs and feminists and communists and a whole bunch of other fucking degenerates. And you know what? I really think that people should just tell someone who actually gives a fuck. What do you think about that?
Do you want to talk about like how?
Yeah, they all want to change the subject.
No, I'm talking about, it's like
Ric Flair. Woo! Go ahead, man.
Even when you and me are walking around like in public or getting food, it's like people are just either snarky or super, super kind. It's like when you're
The super kind ones, I tip well.
Yeah, well, but I mean, I feel like
I'm a good tipper, man.
I feel like a lot of people need to understand that, like, even I'm sitting on this podcast right now because I stopped caring about what people think of me. It's like, and you're going to get a lot of hate for it because the higher you go in life, you're going to make people around you feel inferior. And it makes them look in the mirror and start to think, you know, am I doing enough with my life? And a lot of people don't want to admit that to themselves. So instead, they'll hate on people who are trying to help you and trying to give you content that you really want to hear and talk about. And, like, y'all got to stop getting so hateful when, like, we don't talk about just everything you want to hear. Like, if you don't agree with 100%, but you agree with 90%, like, what are you talking about? Like, you're either following this type of stuff or you're being brainwashed. Think about how outcasted we were during the whole shit. But that was a big act of submission, like wearing the mask. It's like, it's trying to make the slave be more obedient. So they're going to give you little tasks to, you know, trick your subconscious mind into being submissive.
Listen, I think everything you said is on point, but the fact of the matter is these people try to kill us.
Yeah, no.
And they literally tried to kill us. And basically it's the biggest psyop in world history, and feminism is right up there. You know, I honestly think most of the problems in the world today come from feminism. There's not one thing you can say that doesn't come from feminism. Broken homes, poverty, anything to do with criminality comes straight up from feminism. They have to destroy the family unit. The family unit is the most important thing. You have to understand something. If you don't have a family, there's only one fucking place to turn, Big Daddy fucking government. And that's exactly what they want. Why are women paid more money if there's no men in the house? It's an incentive to break up the family. That's all it is. You have to understand who you're dealing with. These people are sick in the fucking head, and they think ahead. Everything is chess to them. They fucking have planned this out for decades. Crack cocaine in the LA in the 1980s. That was meant to take black men out. They wanted to take the black men out of the fucking family. They've been working on that for a while. The welfare
state was their greatest game plan.
Yeah, I agree. Lyndon B. Johnson with his fucking, you know, as soon as they fucking put a bullet in Kennedy, they rescinded Executive Order 11110, which was signed 6/4/1964, which is an 11 day, and they basically rescinded the Federal Reserve's right to print currency. The day John F. Kennedy was fucking killed, they fucking rescinded that
order. If I go back in American history and just keep hitting the 11th day and checking which executive orders, it's always the big ones?
Yeah, that's the big one. I think executive order, and again, you guys listening can check, executive order 11110. So Kennedy waited until he had that 1111 to use that executive order to go after the Fed. They couldn't print money for basically 6 months, and they put a bullet in him on 11/22/1963, right by Masonic Lodge.
I think we should talk about how like.
Wait. You're saying for the feminism thing? A lot of people say it's a depopulation thing to take care of the take out the family unit.
I think
it's just an attack on masculinity.
No,
I think that, bro, they don't want people to start a revolution. They're going to break the family.
Yes, but
you can't be a real man unless you have a son or a daughter. Period.
That's the cherry on top, bro. If they fucking take out the family, if they fucking make all these women.
Oh yeah, their will is broken.
That's a cherry on top. It comes with it.
But think about it. They're taking love away from society. If you make women no longer attracted to men and men no longer attracted to women, there's no like benefit to becoming a high value man, because you look out at society and there's no wives that you want a wife. So it removes your motivation for things. Like men, we only really want money and status to get higher quality women. And if those women out there don't exist, it's like men are becoming lazy and they're turning to porn and video games because those worlds are just better and they give that instant gratification versus they look at men in the top 1%. There's no way. It's like those dudes are kind of born with charisma or born with intellect. But I think one of the things I've learned in life, like you can learn from people and take their knowledge and then learn your own way to interpret it. And if you truly live your life,
other people are catalysts then.
Yeah, but where I'm going is, I feel like all knowledge comes from God. Like there is no new knowledge out there. It's just we are tapping into different, levels
people
of awareness.
Rediscover knowledge though. There's knowledge that was in the Babylonians days that I've personally discovered myself and no one has before. So that stuff is out there.
That's exactly what Carl Jung said, that human ideas, we don't create them, we just surf on them, that we draw from infinite pool and oceans of subconscious, and we pick these ideas, and the idea can consume you. Like if you go MAGA, you could be doxxed, destroyed, and in prison off one idea, one spell. The MAGA being a spell.
I was there January 6th. I just didn't go in. I knew it was a trap. I
knew it was a trap.
I had VIP.
This is a Fed, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
I knew it was a trap. So did I.
I was at Trump's last speech in Washington D.C. Front row, and it was really cold that day. And I heard that Alex Jones is marching on the Capitol, and I looked, and I'm like, okay, a whole bunch of people with flags. Zherka, when was the last time there was a successful revolution with people carrying flags and nothing else? Never.
Yeah.
Absolutely never. So
I
saw that, and I was like, you know what?
You know how I knew it's a
Time
trap?
to go to dinner.
You know how I knew it was a trap? When I was watching all the camera footage and it looked just like the Boston Marathon. And I was seeing all the people on the roofs. I'm like, oh, these Trumpers are good. And it's not like I can call them and tell them. They're not going to listen.
No, they got set up for a loss.
Yeah.
The one thing that disappointed me about Trump was he didn't even attempt to pardon them, didn't attempt to do anything. That was very disappointing. Just like Trump disappointed me with his support of the... That was very disappointing. That was very disappointing.
Yeah.
Listen, I supported the man in 2016, 2019. I helped the man win Ohio in 2016. Flat the fuck out. So when it comes down to it, I know, I fucking told Trump he'd be president in his face on October 22nd, 2016 in Cleveland, Ohio. I said, you will be the next president because of numerology and astrology. He looked at me and laughed. I did not believe he ever thought he was going to win. Barack Obama made sure of that.
This is the black pill right here.
Orange.
No. This is the black pill, what you just said. How many of the left wing and the liberal political operatives sprung out their guys out of jail? Every BLM guy got sprung out. Our guys, nobody. We didn't do.
Have you ever heard of someone in the Obama administration getting locked up? Eric Holder defied Congress. He fucking didn't go for a subpoena. Nothing happened to him. That's why people love Obama. He protects his own people. He has a deep enough pockets to protect his own people. I had Malik here 2 weeks ago. He was basically telling me everything that was going on with Obama. This guy's a slick dude. A slick ass dude. And I gotta tell you ever remember the song by Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal? Every time I listen to that, I'm thinking about Obama and how much money he's taking from Ukraine and how much money he has coming in from here.
But why do you think Trump actually didn't do anything for J6? Or didn't do much?
He actually didn't do anything.
But why do you think, is it like he's afraid
I don't think he gives a fuck. I don't think he cares. I really don't. I mean, listen, I know the people who are around Trump. For God's sake, he put a CCP asset in his goddamn cabinet. Mitch McConnell's wife is a CPS head. He had her as a transportation secretary.
And what's wrong with the CCP?
You're a communist now?
No, I don't fuck with. As a Catholic, fuck communists, right? That's an attack on Christ.
And this is the only part that won't be going on TikTok.
Right, CCP. CCP is the people who said you can't be gay here.
Listen, you can find some things in every civilization that you like, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, the Chinese are kind of soulless. Bro, they run. You know, if the Chinese dude runs you over in China, they go, the fuck? What the fuck was that? And they keep driving. Like they don't care if they kill someone. No manslaughter. Like
I don't think they
I actually know how to speak Chinese, Mandarin.
Oh.
All you gotta do is like start making noises and get loud. And all of a sudden people think you're speaking Chinese. It works every time.
Ni hao, nigga.
Gary, the thing that blew my mind, and I think he liked this with all his black magic stuff, is the Obama We Can thing.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So Yes We Can was basically a little witchcraft. Is there something called Wiccan? So Yes We Can is Yes Wiccan. So it's a little spell he put on everybody.
Oh shit, I didn't know this one.
Yeah.
What about MAGA? They say that's like a Hebrew spell?
I wouldn't go that far, man.
Dude, you're the best, bro. You will not turn on Trump. There's so many people who turn. You will never turn on Trump. I need guys like this.
I just said the motherfucker is the father of the...
Okay, now you're betraying our movement. You gotta stop.
Really?
I hate when... Trump is the only thing we gather around.
He's the lesser evil.
Yeah, I hate when we're never attacking Trump again. But
he's the lesser evil. That's why.
Great, go kill you. Go kill yourself.
Go get your boosters.
Well, it's a boomer thing. He did that, not a boomer. He didn't know what the fuck.
I don't think he ever took that. I think he took saline.
He definitely didn't take it. Or that Regeneron, ivermectin.
So I'm going to tell a story. I can't put out names, but there's people who are very high up the food chain.
Ben Shapiro.
Shut up. Why? Because he's Jewish.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll go after him.
Because he's a
we'll go after him soon. Everyone take his turn, man.
You know, Ben Shapiro would hate me more than you.
Why
you JQ harder. I actually go into the Vatican with my content. You JQ into Israel. He'd kill you before he kills me.
What do you mean? I'm his brother, man. Shalom. Listen, man. You want to know how you betray your race as a Jew?
Have blue eyes.
No. My eyes are green.
Yeah, okay, that's still white.
Like a snake.
Jews have brown eyes.
How do Jews betray their own race?
I don't know.
Anything? Come on.
I have what?
Wow, this might be
I got kids to feed.
This is a first time moment. He's silent. Jews betray their race by being poor.
Oh shit. Oh shit! Damn. Yeah, when I meet a poor Jew, I go, "Damn, you're like the Down syndrome. You're like the autistic of the group." Like, what happened,
I don't
bro?
think I could do this with anyone else but this man.
You ever meet a poor Jew and you feel extra sad? Like, can you be a comedian?
No,
what are you gonna do, bro?
I actually don't feel bad because they have all the advantages of life. They have more intelligence, all that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
You know what's funny though? In my experience, one-on-one conversations with rich Jews versus poor Jews, if you have a one-on-one conversation with a Jew, no cameras, nothing like that, they literally say to your face, "Yeah, we run banking." But on podcasts, like, I don't want to say that for my business stuff. I've had so many Jewish friends go, "Yeah, we run the game. What's up, nigga?" And I go, "What the fuck? Say it on podcast." They go, "No, bro, I don't want to look like you, crazy on the internet."
You can't hate on them for killing it. If you view life like a just competitive sport, where
No, we hate them for rejecting Christ. No, we don't hate them. We say we love everyone. This love speech, except those black people are getting on my nerves. Stop. I'm just like 50% of the crime, and you're like a minority group. 50%. Gotta get it together, bro. That warrior gene. You've explored that gene enough.
This isn't me. This is him, man.
Shut up, old block.
I'm basically saying that's because they're raised by women.
Really? I'm saying it's their little pigment. Their skin cells tell them to make to fucking steal. Bro. Do you know why? I've tweeted this too. Do you know? Yeah, let's go all the way. Hey, bro, this is fine. It's not like I'm talking about Hebrew Israelites.
You know what?
Black Hebrew Israelites.
Let's talk about that. You're talking to blacks. I'm talking about Israel. Let's mix it up. Let's talk about the black Israelites.
Here's why black people rule the world.
Since when?
Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this.
Uganda?
Who are the fastest sprinters and runners on Earth? Blacks. Why can they not swim? Because it's much harder to steal a TV in the ocean.
Listen, you're horrible. You're horrible.
Why can't they swim? I gotta know. Is there a bone density? You'll never see in the Olympics a black dude swimming.
Hey, on some real shit
You ever
though.
been to Detroit, man?
I
don't think you should ever show your face there at a few other places, man. It might be difficult for you, bro.
Because of their low IQ, they're gonna kill me. Okay.
I need some more content with you before that happens, man. I mean, this guy makes me look sane.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro. I'm usually the fucked up one.
No, I never go to Detroit or any like.
You better not go now.
No, actually, I drive around
Southside Chicago.
No, I swear. I drive. I'm smart, bro. I'm white. I drive around the black cities. I'm kidding. Okay, go ahead.
On some real shit though, he's right, because you cut the head off of the family unit, which is the man, and then you use fucking rap and all that shit to just inspire a culture that like, I'm masculine if I fuck everyone over that is of my own, race. It's like they just breed inner fighting through a bunch of fucking programming.
I just want to say there's no black people on this panel, and we're talking about black people. How do you think that works?
Well, you know why you guys are uncomfortable is every day my content is with my black friends.
Oh, I don't care.
You don't have black friends, so you guys can't do these jokes.
30% of my students are black. What are you talking about?
Oh, no wonder you're offended.
I'm not offended at all, man. I'm just telling you, they're listening. They're like, who
you
is
have a
this
30% chance of getting robbed in the studio.
No, it never happened, man. I make sure the people who get in my group pass a non-disclosure, sign a non-disclosure.
I genuinely, I don't believe all that, those stats for black people and stuff as much. Because when black guys have Christ, they don't fuck around. The Jesse Lee Peterson, even a Muslim black guy like Malcolm X.
I want him here. Get that. David,
you could get him.
I want Jesse Lee Peterson here, man.
Well, you'd have to go to him. He's the old man.
Is he?
He's not gonna.
Just like maybe we should try to get some like the old man express here.
He's racist. He actually doesn't like black people.
I'm sure.
But he says they need Christ to be
fixed. Does that fix them?
Not even God can fix them. I'm kidding. Yeah, they need Christ.
You're horrible.
Yeah. Don't let me. Okay, next conspiracy. Chat. We're gonna go into what's a conspiracy? 9/11. Who did 9/11?
No, we already talked about that. We can talk about the Titanic.
Did we have a dancing
we can talk about
party?
The Titanic.
Oh yeah, Titanic was sunk.
Was a hit job. It was a hit job. The Titanic. Basically,
bankers.
Yeah, basically in 1912, there's a guy in America called Mr. Uster, and he owned.
Is this Jekyll Island niggas?
Yeah, but this is 1913. We're in 1912. You're jumping a little bit ahead. Let me tell the story. So in 1912, you had this guy named Mr. Uster. He owned 40% of all the mortgages in America. Could you imagine a gangster who owns 40%? Even Chase.
Was the Italian guy, right?
I think he was. He might have been, but even Chase, I think, owns like 10%. This guy owned 40 in 1912. So the Illuminati wanted to basically create basically a Federal Reserve. They couldn't do it because this guy Uster was paying off politicians to be against it because he was making too much money. So they made sure to create this chip. And they put all the rich people were supposed to be on the ship. The Morgans, the Rothschilds, all the richest people in the world were supposed to be on this ship. At the last seconds, the Morgans and all the Rothschilds got off the boat. Mr. Uster fucking died on the boat. All of a sudden, all the money that was going to the opposing politicians dried up. By 1913, here's where Jekyll Island comes in. They signed the Federal Reserve. Now, after they signed the Federal Reserve, they have the money they need to start World War I.
Well, explain to them, Federal Reserve, for the Zoomers, there are a lot of young people watch this stuff.
You don't know pretty what the Fed is?
Here's what it is.
Your people don't know what the Fed is?
I don't got no Jews in there. I'm kidding. Yo, here's what it is. They give you $5, and here, you can have $5, and then you go, but pay me back. And you go, where do I get the money to pay you back? I go, here's $5, but you owe me 10. And then that's what it really is. It's like the most evil system. But the Federal Reserve, no one links this, is World War I and II. It's literally made. Am I correct? But I don't even know what I'm saying. So you have to fill in this part.
So basically the Fed was used because they needed the money to start the wars. And without the central bank, they wouldn't have the money to actually start the wars. So that's how it worked. Titanic, get the Fed, World War I, and then World War I led directly to World War II because
it's the same war, really.
In a sense, the Germans got a bad deal, and because
the Treaty of Versailles is like made
The Germans got a really bad deal, and World War One ended on 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock. So these motherfuckers are still firing bullets at each other at 10:55. But 11, it stopped. So basically, if you understand what numerology means, just like 9/11, you're not going to have peace under the number 11. So they made sure to do it at 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock to make sure there would never be peace. And around 2 decades later, World War II starts. Hitler, fucking tanks.
You blowing my mind. Even at 11 o'clock?
I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, most people, if you ask them if they have any sense of spirituality whatsoever, they see 11/11 on the clock at least once a week. You know, most people see stuff like that. That basically means your vibration is spinning at a much higher plane so people can actually, you know, tap into that consciousness.
What is today?
Today is the 11th, and this is a perfect day to do stuff like this. You see why all these people are getting emotional? Because it's the 11th. See all these people in the chat room.
Wait, did you do that on purpose?
Of course. Of course. Well, I mean, we're supposed to meet up yesterday, though.
And that's why we're flowing so good?
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to meet up yesterday, so I figured it would be either yesterday or today, but today is even better because today's the 11th. This is when you hit people. This is when because people are going to be emotionally charged today. You always do stuff on the fucking 11th, man.
Talk about the lunatic and moon shit.
Well, fuck. Whenever it's a full moon, people get fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, this is a
it's like
case,
a full charge.
This is a case where the astrologers were ahead of the fucking scientists. For 500, 600 years, astrologers said whenever it's a full moon, people get crazy. The scientists only caught up about 70, 60 years ago because they figured out the moon pulls on the tides. Well, me, you, all these people here, we're 70% water. So when it's a full moon, it's going to pull on us. And some people in that case get more emotional. So that's why, especially if you're a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio, don't do much under a full moon. You might fucking fuck the wrong person and get pregnant. You know, not what you should be doing, man. That, you know, there's certain times you're supposed to lay low.
Wait, if you master this numerology, you could fuck a bitch raw with no condom and predict she will not get pregnant? Could you? Don't try this.
If the bitch is on her period, yeah, you don't need a numerologist for that, pimp.
Okay, that's
if you're willing to get
why would anyone fuck someone on a period? You do that.
Hey, brother, I don't know anything about that. I'm just giving you options.
If you run red lights, that's a satanic ritual. But I read somewhere that why women bleed. I don't believe this, but
you trust anything that bleeds and doesn't die?
The who?
Do you trust anything that bleeds and doesn't die?
That's a vampire. Yo, hold on. That's a zombie.
They definitely suck on our emotions and our wallets, but you know, it is what it is. Love you, baby. I'm not talking about you.
I read somewhere that why they bleed once a month is the man has to ingest it like adrenochrome to be revitalized. What is adrenochrome? Go.
Got me. Go ahead.
You what the fuck? You just talked about Pizzagate. I'll refresh your memory. What is it?
They drive up the adrenaline in children because when you get old, if you drink blood, it's like stem cells. Like it rejuvenates your fucking body.
I knew what you're talking about.
Terrorized child, and
my name, yeah.
It's the same reason they terrorize society. It's
the same reason they fucking terrorize these animals when they kill them.
Is this the Mayan ritual with the heart, right?
And they infect the fucking meat with fear.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you kill an animal, it's best when they don't see the blade coming. If they see the blade coming, they have fear and it affects the fucking meat, and then
you get anxious eating it.
You can even get cancer from it.
Your emotions are chemicals in the body. Like when you think a bad thought, it tells the body, "Hey, go create dopamine, serotonin, or whatever. Create a negative emotion or a positive emotion." So if all these animals are super scared, they're dumping all these chemicals into the meat, and then you're eating that, and then you're feeling like all that shit. So like if you're being pushed to go towards spirituality, like eat lighter like foods, like fruits and green shit, because that shit grows closer to the sun.
Vegetarian?
Not full vet. You still need meat, but like you need it slaughtered by a farm or something. But like the fruits in the green shit grows closer to the sun. It gets more light. It has a higher vibration. So when you eat that, you can up your consciousness in vibration just based off what you're putting into your body. Like everything's input output, and you're supposed to eat from nature. That's how God intended it. So like if you're not eating within nature or eating after a kill when the meat is fresh, then like you're just stuffing your body with low frequency, and now your consciousness is stuck in that level of vibration. It doesn't matter how hard you try in life, how much money you get, how many women. You cannot go beyond your state of vibration. You are operating in a paradigm that is the matrix. The matrix is mental. It's your mind. Andrew Tate says the matrix is outside of you. It's not. It's all mental. All of reality is a projection of your mind.
Wow, he's spitting. How you think he did?
Keep going. What the fuck?
He spit pretty
Keep
well,
going.
man.
If you flow, keep going.
Well,
Matrix, keep going.
Come on, you gotta keep going. That's the point. You can put him in a room for 30 minutes. He'll talk nonstop. You can do the same thing with me.
Well,
let's go, brother.
I'll send it back to the marijuana. If you smoke weed, you'll forget what you talked about 5 seconds ago. But it will help you channel higher consciousness. Like I think we talked about, like weed's kind of like a psychedelic. Like it's a plant. Think of a plant as a living thing. It's conscious. When you smoke weed, the reason you're getting deeper thoughts and higher knowledge is because you're smoking the earth. You're smoking the vibration of earth. You're getting in tune with the vibration of earth, and it's bringing you back line to base consciousness, to higher consciousness, Christ consciousness. Think of God and Christ lives within you. Half the time you think you're thinking, you're actually listening to Christ. The way God and Christ talks to you is through your own voice inside your head. You need to learn how to shut up and channel that inner voice. That's
what, shut up. Not be quiet, but shut up, huh? If people in there say you're a vegan.
Vegan? No, I love. Actually, I don't want to phrase it the way I was just going to phrase it.
Let me tell you something.
I love meat.
Let me just go back on a couple things you said. Number one, fruits and vegetables, they're great. The problem is most of these fruits and vegetables are being watered with fluoride. So it doesn't matter if you fucking eat them, you still can get fucking that pineal gland decalcified. That's the big problem. So that's why I stopped being a vegetarian or that fruit and dairy and whatever, because the plants you eat are still fucking watered by fucking poison. So it really doesn't matter.
That's the big, like, where nihilism comes from, is when you realize you're in the U.S., there's no fighting. Like, you got chemtrails over you all day, you got 5G, and you can't get good food or food.
You can make that bag.
You can get bag, and then you can get out of the U.S.
You can make that bag, though.
That's right. We're not leaving the U.S. Fuck that. But you said pineal gland, and a lot of people don't understand this. Dude, people who worked in the Treasury, Federal Reserve, all movers and shakers in Masonic literature, they say that's the seat of the soul.
So
they write about it, and they say it fires identical with the same genetic makeup as a firefly. You know, a firefly glows. Apparently, you can tap into that and make it glow. But it's a Luciferian type of
go
thing.
to the Vatican, you'll see basically the pineal gland
cone.
right there.
They have statues and stuff.
So basically, if your pineal gland is not calcified, all the things you think of, telekinesis, transportation, anything you can think of, you can do. And that's why the elite have to make sure that all these foods are basically damaging our pineal gland. They don't want supermen. They don't want people with super ability. They want to keep us dumb. And, I got to tell you something. Do you really think these people would be in positions of power if we had our pineal glands working at 100%? They couldn't control us. They literally couldn't control us. So, again, they use low-frequency music. They fucking make people fuck whores.
The 433
it's all
hertz?
garbage.
433 hertz, or which one was it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
528 is a pretty good one.
I like that for sleep.
They'll induce different states of consciousness, and you can use sound to heal. That's a big medical industry shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's so buried. You can use sound.
All pills, all that medication. You should not take.
Didn't they kill some cancers with some fucking vibrating machine?
Didn't? Yeah. It literally, the vibrations can just make the cell burst. Like the bad cell.
And this is illegal. You can't even find this on Google anymore.
I mean, there's still, you can use it. But
there's a lot of people who make a lot of money.
You'll never see it on Ellen DeGenerate. You'll never see it on TV.
That they create sicknesses and then sell you pills that just keep the sickness suppressed. Like everything is orchestrated to get money out of you, and it's scary. A lot of people don't realize that cash rules everything around me.
This is the best content ever. One in the chat if this is the best content ever. And from the stuff I researched, how to deepen your conscious soul or mind, or like, let's say pineal or whatever.
Pineal gland.
Yeah, I can't say it. But pine cone. Apparently, the number
the number
3 things you can do.
Pine cones.
The number 3 things you can do. One was fast until you're literally dying. Apparently, that freezes aging. Right. So fasting is the number 1 thing you can do for your soul, your conscious brain, your male side of the brain, right, that you need to focus on. The next one was actually getting so much sun while napping with your wife, with your love partner. You have to nap with her.
Close your eyes and look at the sun while you're in water. That helps.
And then, and for the fruit one, it was like, first of all, if you Google what a real banana looks like, there's very few.
Look like this shit here.
Yeah, these are not real bananas. So
I didn't know what real fruit was, so I went to Russia. They fucking raspberries, like this big. All the strawberries, this big. Everything's smaller over there. And then you find out everything here is on steroids.
And when you eat these real foods, you never experience bloat or any of that weird stomach stuff. Yes. And you take magical shits.
You don't get sick either.
You take the cleanest shits. It's like what the fuck, right? You know, my girlfriend would wipe my ass twice when I would eat real fruits. Here, you were eating some bananas this big, right? Like they're fucking
fake. You have a girlfriend, Zherka?
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
I thought you had a couple
play that back.
One girl at a time. I'm not these gay red pill guys. If you have 100 girls, you're a homosexual. You know what my dad told me? My dad said any dude who's a player is a homosexual.
Why?
Because he's addicted to deviancy. He's not doing it for multiple women. A real man has one. That's how it's always been. Okay. And it's in the Bible too, yeah.
I think we should put this on the podcast. So, like, I think you and me.
I want to keep attacking Red Pill. I hate these fucking players.
Who's the guy you hate most on Red Pill?
Well, you showed me. I forgot his name now, but you traumatized me. I liked him. I liked him. He had good stats, and now
this is where this girl completely destroyed him.
It was worse than how you made it sound. The clip was worse.
Waller is a pretty big joke. He has no charisma. Let's see, who else is big in that community?
It always comes down to temperament. Like, this guy will smoke weed, but he's always angry. Waller's never angry. What's Sartain? Never angry. Men who are not angry literally get whipped by their wives. Us, bro, we'll go live and beat up our wife. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Never that.
Right? Maybe get a time machine, go to 1950s. I'm kidding.
You can go into Russia and whoop a woman's ass, but not here.
You know, I've always said to every girl I dated, I go, I've not hit a woman, but I need to know that if I ever strike you, would you call the cops? And I just want to know. That's all I want to know. And I'm like, put a lie detector on me. You can't find me say I've hit a woman in my life, but I want to know. And
then from behind. I'm sorry. You put it out there too quick, bro.
That's illegal in MMA, bro. I'm kidding. Yeah, you're right. But no, I'm serious. It's like when you guys get in the dating world and stuff like that, if hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. If you make her jealous, she's going to call you a rapist. You're going to prison forever.
Yep. And that's why one of the biggest problems in society is when women fucking just make false charges. And then after they find out the charges are false, nothing happens to the woman. Yeah. There's no accountability.
There's no arrows.
There's absolutely no accountability.
There has to be
I think there has to be a law. A precedence has to be set that if a man was going to get 5 years for a fucking rape he didn't commit, when the bitch fucking basically evidence comes that she made all this
his
shit,
mind. He's traumatized for life.
Years. She gets 5 years.
No, she gets 10. She's a woman.
Stop.
Women will go the farthest for revenge, a lot farther than men.
Oh yeah, people think I'm vindictive, man. They have no idea how women are, bro.
It's scary.
Like, actually, when you look at men and women fighting on the street, their own gender. You know, when a man gets the top position, he actually stops punching the other man. If a woman's on top of another woman, she'll never stop punching that bitch in the face. It's like an animal. It's chaotic.
Yeah. When women are emotional over a relationship, there's nothing. There's nothing you can tell them. There's nothing you can do, man.
Also, it's gay if you're trying to make your girl like actually lose her mind being jealous. Guys do that. That shit's gay, bro. Like, make her jealous to get her pussy wet, but don't actually make her lose her mind. If you're a player, you're a homosexual, you're not a part of my movement, go back to Red Pill where your wife is telling you to shut the fuck up on podcasts and you go like this.
Hey, Zherka, let's talk about...
Bro, that was the one time he should have broke the law, if you know what I mean. To save his brand.
He should have said something. I can't believe he did it. That's pathetic, man. I mean, I didn't say hit the woman, but
that's the one time you should go to prison when it's live, when she does it to you.
Hey, imagine if he did something when
his fucking.
Imagine if he
gets rich.
He would be the biggest.
He's like the Red Pill god.
He would be the god. Rollo would step aside because Sartain.
We would all bow to him.
Hey, people think they're bowing to Tate right now. Yeah. He would be the new Tate. That was his advantage to actually do something, and he fucking blew it.
Like, nigga, I'm really about this.
I'm about that life.
He's like fucking. That's when he opens up the Hustlers University, right, from prison. No, but you know what's crazy though?
You can tell he eats pussy.
You don't eat pussy, thank God.
Yeah, we need to talk about
I don't
that.
even have friends who do that.
We need, hey Zherka, I feel like that's why we lost.
Some friends are lying to you. It's more popular than it's more common.
No, they're usually Libras. Libras really love going down.
What do you mean?
Well, Michael Douglas was a Libra, and Libras, he was married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. So basically, when some guys go down, and again, if the woman's clean, this has nothing to do with them. But if you're a whore like most women are, you're going down on them, there's a chance you're going to get throat cancer. Because that's what happens when guys go down on dirty ass hoes. Yeah, dude. If a bitch has been with more than 2 people, you better never go down on them.
You hear that, chat? Now it's cancer. Stop eating pussy.
Women will cheat on you if you eat them out. Just, you're not going to believe that at first, but go test it and see if
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. If you're a high value rich dude who is red pill, so his wife does not leave his house. Where all red pill guys, their wives are social media stars.
Wait a second. She actually has her own Twitter page.
No, so, but she leaves her house to go to fucking clubs and bars like the red pill guys.
My girl goes to a club or a bar to get drunk. Never, dude. She's out there.
Would you divorce her like that?
She would never do that. Yeah. It's not even. It's like that would never even come up. You know, it's like me when I said.
Wait, was it instinctive for her, or you had to train her?
No, she came from a Muslim background.
Okay, there it is.
She's very respectful when it comes to men. I would never marry an American whore. They're all the fucking disgusting. I think the only decent women are in my group, GG33. You know, and again, if you're not a whore, I'm not talking to you, am I? So what the fuck you getting mad at?
No, it is a whore.
I respect women. I respect women.
I don't.
You gotta get, hold on. If there's a good woman who's faithful to her man, you ain't gonna respect her?
Find her.
My wife.
No. For me. Find someone.
All right.
Go find one woman that.
Prove it.
This guy, if we took him out, he'd be like, "You guys are in Sodom and Gomorrah."
Yeah.
You would fucking cry
cool.
for us.
You'd be mind blown. Like, it's not just girls inside bars, too. Like, it's everywhere.
What do you guys think? The same shit didn't go on like 15,
but no,
20 years
the
ago?
social media and technology has accelerated like nothing.
No,
Marky, we appreciate the 5 gifted.
Listen. I remember when I was really fucking red pilled for the first time. It was about 1996. I was after a high school football game. My team won. We're all celebrating. All of a sudden, I see like 2 captains of the football team fighting. I'm like, what the fuck they're fighting for? And then behind them, I see a fucking line. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? They were actually fighting who gets their, run the train first and the girl in the bedroom. So that's what they were fucking fighting over. So they basically had a line of 6 people. They're like, yo, Gary, you want next? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Those type of men.
Sick fuck. I've seen it all, bro.
Those type of men ruin society. Like, I feel like the beta male will do anything to get laid, so they virtue signal. Like, they support feminism and all the promiscuity shit because it's the only way they can get laid.
Imagine a lion. Imagine a lion fucking grabbing that gazelle and going, hey, male lion, you want to share this? That gotta be the gayest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. If you ever ran a train on a woman with your best friend, you maintained an ejaculated stiffness and arousal while a dude is in the same room with you. He's fucking...
Bro, I lose attraction for a girl if she looks at like another guy. I don't understand.
Most guys his age would do it. Most guys his age. All right, we got the merch.
What are you doing? Is it shit like this and this? What's that? It's been beat up enough.
He's 25. Most guys your age, if she's hot enough, they'll share the woman.
Disgusting. I would do Destiny.
Oh.
No. Does he have threesomes? I don't know.
Is he actually married?
You're friends with him.
Well, this is what he does. His wife goes to fuck a dude, and he goes to fuck a woman, and they schedule it so they both leave at 6 p.m. So it's not like he's watching.
She can't love you if she can go fuck other dudes.
There's no way a woman can love you if she's fucking other guys. There's no way she can use you for clout, money, high destiny, and she can do stuff like that, but she does not fucking love you. There's no way a woman's gonna allow another guy to penetrate you if she loves another man. Come on, man.
The reason guys fall for that too is they've never brought real love out of a woman, so they don't even know what it fucking looks like. So they just fall for a woman using them as a fucking resource.
And I mean, it's so easy to know if you're doing something correct with a woman. They literally change all of the rules if they like the guy. For example, if Drake says don't go out, stay here in the kitchen and make a casserole, bitch, they literally do it with a smile on their face. That means you're not Drake in their life. My first girlfriend, the last couple of years, I haven't dated since 2016. I tried an e-girl for fun, like blah, blah. She didn't come for a month. And she's like, nigga, what the fuck? You're never making me come. You just come and you leave, right? I just bust inside and I leave. And she's like, what the fuck?
Look at you.
Yeah, you know, but it's harder to me like that. I hate women. And so check this out. Check this out. No, modern women. I love people our mom's age. I love those people. I'll fight to the death, tooth and nail for those people. But check this out.
I didn't like whores, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but which are women nowadays? Modern women, whores. This is synonymous. It's synonyms, bro. Right? This is the thesaurus over here. But look at this. What was I saying?
You even smoke weed, bro.
No, what was I saying? No. I don't want to use this one.
I remember everything. This guy's losing it.
So I didn't think she'd stick with me. So I'm like, oh, now I have to make her come because she's actually my girlfriend. She's sticking around. But do you know they don't cheat? They do everything you told them. I locked her in a basement for a year.
You don't incriminate yourself.
No. I told her from my country.
You just saw what happened to Tate. Don't incriminate yourself, brother.
No, I didn't lock her. I just said you can't go out. And she's like, what do I do? I'm like, chill in your basement and wait for me to take you on vacations, right? So anyways, she didn't go out for a year. They change the rules if they like you. So Destiny can easily say no more men to Melina. You think she'll leave?
100%,
She'll stay.
100%.
She's not going to get a better guy than Destiny. That's the highest value she can get.
You really think so?
Oh, dude, for influence, money, network.
I bet you if there's a guy she really liked, she could find someone and she'd be faithful to him.
But the bond and her history, like it's too Destiny. She can't
like
leave the world. She can't leave the DGG world.
You know, when it comes down to it, sometimes you see WWF guys come up as a tag team.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When they break up, they become even bigger stars. Okay. So I would actually encourage Melina and Destiny to actually break up, even if it's bullshit. Just break up and get like.
But would a high value male say, "Oh, Melina, you're into open relationships"? I don't think they date her. Bro, that's like a guy like me saying, like,
I wouldn't even fucking touch her.
Bro, I
wouldn't give her a fucking hug. This
is my friend too. Melina, I don't like Destiny. Melina's my friend.
Hey, listen. Melina, I think you did a great job.
I'll give you 2 hugs, Melina.
I think you did a great job pimping out Destiny. I think you did a great job fucking working that guy over for all the clout he had. Congratulations, you're an intelligent woman. But no, I'm sorry. You're definitely a train.
Wow. And hello, Melina. Right, it's your friend John.
The funniest or the best thing I've
it's
ever
my
heard.
uncle. He's a racist KKK guy, right? He hates the Jews. He's a total mess. Right?
Yeah, okay.
The best thing I've heard you say, Zherka, was don't be her boyfriend, be her dad. And like a lot of dudes can't process that type of. No, not that. Like the framework of, oh, girl, she sees you as an equal. It's not happening.
So you go to Muslim nations.
Hey, man, as long as you're not doing certain things there, everything's good.
No,
but you know, I gotta smoke weed, so I can't go to Dubai. But then
they
again,
have hash.
But there's some people in Dubai who said they can actually get me some weed.
Oh, they're degenerates there too.
So, sure.
Check this out.
Better not be trash though. I can't fucking smoke trash.
You smoke some strong shit.
I know, brother.
But you still stay fine tuned. Like I see,
Have you
don't
ever seen
get
anyone else
sleepy.
do that?
Yeah.
Just smoke fucking constantly and still fucking be in the game.
Was it a Cocoa Puff?
No.
You know what a Cocoa Puff is?
I don't do that shit.
It's like when you sprinkle cocaine on the fucking joint.
That's your
That's
deal.
crap.
Right? That's your deal, bro.
Don't do that. But yeah, you got energy somehow from that. Is it sativa?
Yeah.
Weed is gay. Don't smoke weed, okay? Unless you're gonna be this. If you're gonna be this anti-Semitic, racist, and sexist smoking weed, then you got good weed.
Okay, let me explain this. If you're a dumb son of a bitch and your IQ's under 90, do not smoke.
No, what about the temperament? Talk about your temperament, bro. Some soft people are smoking weed. You have anger issues. You try to throw this kid off the balcony. If you're an angry guy, you can smoke a bit. But if you're a soft little vegan cuck, and you smoke weed, that's the worst advice he's ever given you.
Listen.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get more introspective.
Hey, it taps in.
You're fucking lying with Zherka.
If you're low IQ, don't smoke. But then again, low IQ shouldn't have kids either. But that ain't stopping them.
Actually, I've said if you ban contraceptives, who takes contraceptives? Smart people. Dumb people just fuck with no condom. If you ban contraceptives, smart people would get pregnant more, and you'd equal it up.
I've been fucking raw for 20 years, bro. Learn how to pull out, bro.
How do you have one kid then?
2.
You fucked twice in 20 years?
No, I fuck like about an hour a day.
Holy shit, that's a ritual, bro. That's meditation.
Brother, listen, you got a woman like mine, you gotta fucking make sure she's happy.
Every day you fuck?
Every day.
Bro, when I have a girlfriend, I fuck once a week. You're saying you fuck every day.
I mean, no, that's not gonna work with the 5 life path, bro.
Are you like high libido?
Man, listen, man, I take care of my business, man.
It's the only Jew that doesn't have, that he's not in the porn business. Like, why do Jews own the porn business?
Easy money.
It's because they rejected Christ.
Getting ideas now, Zherka? He's like, let me call a couple of girls.
No, guys, this is good news. We're going to have girls here. We're going to do a different style podcast, but when we're mad at the girls, we're going to call them Zionists. And we're gonna do other types of content, but once a week we should have this kind of...
We'll do it once a week. Yeah. I've had very few people who can roll with me. You can keep up, man. I like that in you, man.
Yeah, and you kind of like, I thought you'd know as much as me when you impressed me.
What are you talking
about?
But you're
kind of pushing it. Yeah,
man.
I think you do know more than me. I can't say it because I got to make money too.
Show on, brother.
Yeah, no, but you were more on it. I had a panel with truthers and...
Who are these truthers you had the panel
Myron and Nick Fuentes.
What, Myron?
You know
Fresh
these people?
and Fit?
Yeah.
What the fuck does he know?
He knows everything about 9/11.
Oh, he knows everything about 9/11. You keep calling me the Fed. Isn't he the one who worked for the Feds?
I mean, that's my boy.
Fed and Fit, right? Yeah,
that's
it's a
my
good
boy.
Name. Make a shirt that way, man.
You're in Miami. You should go on. You'd get him banned.
Yeah, you think so, man?
Because since you're rich, you don't care about saying it.
No, he actually says astrology, numerology is bullshit. He doesn't want to talk to people with.
Well, I said that until I saw who's texting him.
Oh,
when I saw the people who text him, I'm like, yo, bro, you know I'm a Libra, right? I eat a lot of pussy.
Oh God!
Let's not mention any names, brother.
So what's a Pisces? Hit me. What's the good or bad?
Pisces open to like 7-Eleven if you give them foot massages.
What?
You heard me.
I work at 7-Eleven as an Indian man.
I said if you give a Pisces woman a foot massage, she'll be open like 7-Eleven.
Why?
Because a lot of Pisces women tend to be whores, especially in America.
Do I have to? Is consensual, or can I grab the fuck? You know, Pisces bitch, just grab her.
No, you find out someone's a Pisces, yo, baby.
But do I need consent to grab her?
That's up to the woman. And depends on the state. Depends on the
up
country.
To me, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So again, you see a Pisces woman, you give her a foot massage. You see a Gemini woman, you rub her shoulders. See every spot. A woman.
You see a Libra dude, you knock him out.
You see a Libra dude, I guess.
You're a Libra.
I just think it's funny. He's taking like a new level.
Is he a Libra?
I
just guessed. He's a Capricorn, man.
Oh yeah, he doesn't eat pussy. What's Capricorn mean?
Capricorn's top of the food chain.
Wow. What are you?
Capricorn. It's just like LeBron James.
You guys need
the goat. The goat.
Do you guys need some foot rubs? Yo, what if I was an undercover faggot? Would I be invited to the podcast?
Probably not.
That's the Fed. What about I'm bringing Milo for next one. You want Milo?
Bring him.
Yelenopolis. He had good content. He was funny, but he was gay.
He's an interesting fellow, man.
Have you met him?
I talked to him. Have you met him?
No. I don't meet gay people. I'll Skype him.
You still use Skype? Oh my God!
Yeah,
what is this, 2005?
I'll Discord him. Excuse me.
Okay, Discord.
What about Lauren Southern? Do you know her?
Yes.
You met her?
No.
Do you know everyone in the right? Are you?
I know more politicians than actually. I just got in this game. You see, people didn't want me in this game, so I just basically kicked in the fucking door. Said I'm going to take it anyway.
Talking about social media,
pretty much.
Now, for conspiracies, what do you think aliens are?
Well, if you take alien as a word, you take the A off and you take the N off the N, it spells out lie. So I'm not really sure I believe in most things. You got to look at Project Bluebeam when in about 10, 15 years, they're going to shoot Jesus' face or Muhammad's face, tell him that's the savior, start, putting in the 666 chip, stuff like that. I'm sure that's all going to happen. I think we have to worry about cryptocurrency because once that becomes a Fed coin, they're going to go from taxing people to 5%, 10%, then they're just bringing it up all the way to 75%. You won't be able to stop them.
There's a lot of people on our side that says crypto is like free and it's not controlled.
Fucking morons. There's always a back door. You have to understand the government is never going to allow people to do things without a back door. Fiat currency is coming to an end. The U.S. dollar supremacy is coming to an end with the fiat currency. So the Fed's only position is to go into crypto, dominate that whole game, because the Chinese, technology-wise, are not ready to convert everything to the yuan. So hold on, let me finish. When people think the yuan is going to replace the dollar, that's not the case, because they have nowhere to fucking push it. They don't even have a fucking SWIFT system, so you can't actually move it.
Fuck those Chinese Chi-Coms, bro. They rule the world, the Chinese. But I was gonna say, after the gold standard,
1971 went off the gold standard. It was fiat currency.
And now after fiat, we have crypto. What's after crypto? Is it
crypto? I believe after crypto,
civil unrest.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna shut off the power. And when they have all crypto in about 15, 20 years, when everyone's on crypto, they shut off the power. People can't get food. It'll be like bad for about 72 hours. They'll come back, turn on the power. They'll be like, okay, this crypto shit isn't good enough. Now we need the mark of the beast. Now we need to start putting chips in people. So I think after crypto, they come to start going.
That's
chips.
the cyber attack you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. And then they push us back into lockdowns permanently?
I'm not sure they'll do it with, but they'll fucking find it.
The COVID war games prepared us for something. Yeah. They're going to bring it back. They're going to roll it back.
What if there was Elon's Neuralink? Then just
no.
Why? Why can't it be? What if AI has been around longer than we think? Like AI can like recreate movies that look almost real, or like scenarios that look almost real. Like
the government had technology 50 years ago. We're still getting now.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's scary.
It is what it is.
It's scary to think how advanced AI actually is, because like they only give the public shit after like, okay, we've covered all our bases.
Listen, let's just hope Terminator doesn't happen.
I feel like it's inedible that we fucking merge with
Zherka's
AI.
comedy ain't gonna save us from a T2.
What do you mean? I can't call it an N-word and defeat it?
It's like it's scary. Like
Nemesis,
how
right?
serious this talking is.
I'll just load in the hard R's. Right? That comedy is gonna defeat everything. Mm-hmm. I think what we really need is a president who uses the hard R.
Okay,
that's free speech.
I'll be running in a couple months. We'll see if we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'm running on the F-slur campaign.
We'll see if we can have a place in Zherka, if not in my cabinet, but in the kitchen or something, bro. Because you're gonna be pure comedy in there, bro. I have foreign dignitaries. Yo, Zherka, go in there and tell these motherfuckers what you think about it. They're from Africa or Nigeria. We'll start fucking World War III.
You know those guys who like start yelling at AOC and stuff? You think AOC's a plant, right?
I think she's a hot bitch who has no idea what the fuck she's doing. You know, as a matter of fact, AOC, if you're listening to me, I'm going to make this clear. I will give you $500,000 to resign from Congress, and I'll get you a modeling contract. Get the fuck out of there. Bend over. Do whatever the fuck you do. Get the fuck out of Congress.
I'll give you a better contract. I'll fuck the stupid out you. Okay, is she cute?
Yeah, she's kind of fine, bro.
She's kind of nice. Yeah, she's Latina, so
Latinos are top tier.
Yeah, they're hot. What makes them so hot? They got that.
Bro, you ever been called Poppy?
No, but I call him.
Oh, look at the fantasies coming out this way. Look at the smile.
You fuck a lot of these bitches. Yeah. Do you ever do the colonizer thing in your head where you're like, it's an inquisition and you're taking over the Latina's land and pussy? Do you ever do race sex play, like racial?
Not for 20 years, bro.
Oh, me neither.
Bro, you know what I've learned?
You never say, I like that spick pussy? I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
No, Latinos love racism when they're about to come, right? The only problem is I don't stop after.
Zherka, you're gonna need bodyguards soon, man.
Well, where are you gonna need Mexicans bodyguards? Aren't that big. I got them.
Oh, you got them? Yeah. Okay, man.
It's the blacks that are fucking killing me.
Hey, you're gonna bring peace between the fucking M13 and all the fucking Crips and Bloods.
No, you don't know my
Zherka at.
No, when everyone wants to kill me, you don't know my game plan. That's literally when I walk out the synagogue and I go shalom, and literally I make $1 billion and I sign my life away to the Zios, and I turn on you guys. I call you guys anti-Semitic, and I call the fucking ADL.
You already said that like 3 times.
Is this your Tom Cruise moment?
This is a Fed, right? At the top, literally, I'm gonna be a fucking, what do they call Turbo Zio? Right? I'm gonna be at the Wailing Wall. Have you ever been to Israel?
No.
You are the whitest person I've ever met. We should go for content. We're like, why are you fucking Iraq? Have you seen the fucking dudes?
What's beyond the ice walls, Zherka?
Oh, are you a flat earther?
Wakanda's
Are you?
on the flat
Absolutely.
earth.
Oh my God! Explain.
do you-
Hold on. This is good. So explain to me how you can be here in, say, New York. You fly all the way over here from one direction, you get to Beijing. You fly all the way from a different direction, you get to Beijing. How is that possible if the Earth is flat?
Can you go round on a plate?
Can I go around on a what? On a plate? What does that have to do with airplanes going around and hitting the same mark?
You're talking about like the reverse flying shit, or
Your question is, how do you go around on a plate?
No. My question is, you have a point right here. This is New York City. You go over here east, you hit Beijing. You go over here west, you hit Beijing. If the Earth is flat, how is it possible to go around in a 360-degree angle? And
Yes, you just use an azimuthal equidistant map for GPS targeting. Every airplane autopilot uses a flat Earth map. They don't use your Fagan map, your globalist map.
The pilots tell me the Earth is not flat.
This is how you go. But look at the Discord. There's 200,000 pilots in the Discord that are flat earthers.
200,000.
This is how you go around. There's your Beijing.
Okay.
You're supposed to be smart. This is how you go around. Okay. And now show me, where is magnetic north? It's right here. There's no South Pole on a compass. You circumnavigate east to west like Christopher Columbus. And then south will be 180 degrees away from north. A compass is a flat earth instrument. The biggest, most banned topic in algorithm history is flat Earth. In 2016, leaked by the Trump administration, so people don't trust the establishment and Clinton.
You know what happens?
Yo, you believe in Mars rover that sends magical space Wi-Fi from 100 million miles away? CGI photos? Are you fucking retarded? You believe in Pluto? How about Planet X? How about Planet XXXX? How about the Milky Way?
Like this. When it comes down to CIA, they make fucking bets with the NSA to see what kind of fucking psyop they can come up with and how many fucking people they can get to fucking believe it. Congratulations, Zherka. You fell for one of them. People allegedly are laughing their ass off.
You believe you're on a spinning ball flying through.
Yes, because time and gravity actually makes sense. You can't have gravity without time. Time and gravity go hand in hand. So yes, I do believe the Earth is spinning.
All Michelson-Morley experiments to prove the Earth is in motion failed.
Who funded those?
Einstein said the Earth is an observable, motionless plane.
see the World Economic Forum like logo is the flat Earth too.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Georgia Guidestones.
And it has 33 sections. I get it, dude. If you look at
the compass would always point the true
I
north.
do not believe
An airplane does not use a Mercator. An airplane autopilot uses our ice wall map, the highest shoreline on Earth. It doesn't use your gay map. If you want to land a
use that
plane,
gay map. I don't use anything gay. No in my house, brother.
Everyone hates globalists, but will defend their globe. Isn't that crazy?
I don't defend
this
my
is
oppressors.
Ryan Dawson.
I do not defend my oppressors. I am telling you, they put psyops out there to fucking try to trick people from the real knowledge.
Where do you see curvature? What altitude do you see curvature? What altitude do you see curvature? Where's your god of fake curvature? Is it at 120,000 feet in altitude? You believe in you saw curvature on a plane, didn't you?
I know that you have to have
EricDubay.com
space
Flat
and
Earth
time to basically spin. You have to have time to create gravity. That has to have a spinning motion.
You believe in the theory of relativity?
Yes.
I feel like there is no Earth and we're all just dreaming.
Oh,
it's
here
like,
we
where
go.
are
Bro,
you in
two
a
psyops
dream?
right here. These guys.
Hey, where are you at in a dream?
I think by the end of this,
Only Nick Fuentes bit the bullet and said, "Yeah, it is flat."
Really?
Only Nick.
Bro, I will give you that.
And it legitimizes the first page of Genesis.
So for me, if you say that it's a globe, then you pretty much give way to the devil, and that the firmament isn't real.
What do you mean you give way to the devil if it's a globe? Where is this coming from?
Because you're saying the Bible's fake.
We are the center of the universe, is what the Bible says.
You're telling me the Bible is more real than the science that says the Earth is spins and there's time and gravity go hand in hand.
But the scientific method is on our side, not yours.
Why do constellations
There's 6 experiments to prove the Earth is in motion. They all fail.
Show the fact that Jesus is real. Show the fact
500 witnesses.
Why do the constellations? Hey, constellations never move.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, constellations they've been the same for thousands of years, but you say you're flying through infinite space, and look how they give infinity, the attribute of God, the space, time, and matter. Like, what the fuck? Your atheist God is gravity? Like, what the
Who's
fuck?
atheist?
And
Who's
you know what's
atheist
crazy?
here? Who's the atheist here? Any
Bro,
atheists here? I don't know any
you
atheists
have
here.
to be an atheist if you believe you believe right now you're on a spinning ball.
Yes.
You're a monkey.
Yes, 100%. We're on a spinning ball right now because that's the only way fucking gravity works.
Okay, where do I see curvature? Prove it.
Listen, dude.
Go. You thought that's like, listen,
I
dude.
don't have
They
the
can never do
equipment.
this part.
I don't have the equipment.
You're
in the
rich.
studio.
You
I
can
don't have the equipment.
get a GoPro without a fisheye lens, no wide angle lens, no fisheye. He can do he's rich. He can do the weather balloon test. You're supposed to see.
You can't buy a GoPro. You
fuck
can't
this
buy
shit.
a
I'm
GoPro.
ending this. Yo, check this out. Pull up the Red Bull jump. Put it on screen. It's time to humiliate the globalists.
The dude who jumps out of the fucking
Yes, go on YouTube. It's time. You guys are coming to Christ today. Let's go.
No, I
Christ,
think-
there ain't gonna be no resurrection today, brother. And by the way, when Mary can have fucking kids without being fucked,
Bro, you believe in the Big Bang Theory? That's even
I
gayer.
never said that. You said
Well, that's
you
the
believe it.
alternative.
You said you believe in that.
No,
not me.
no. That's the alternative. Is that the Red Bull jump?
Yeah.
Okay, put on screen so everyone can laugh at your religion.
All right, let's see this garbage.
Okay. Probably I should tell you in advance.
Let's see the garbage, man.
There's no ocean video. Oh yeah.
If this isn't proving his point,
There it is,
we
there it
need to
is.
find more evidence.
Well, let's just take you forever. I wanted to. There's a quicker video that doesn't
What is
have.
this bullshit, man?
Okay, yeah. Look at this. I've never
When
been
did
a Langley.
CIA pop their cherry on him?
I just had a friend. I've never been a Langley. I was joking. I don't know any CIA guys. Just one guy that's not even about it. Nick Fuentes, who beats Hassan Piker and everyone in a debate. At 19, he makes $1 million, banned off every platform. He's considered boy genius.
Is he?
He's the flat earther.
Okay.
And remember,
Nick Fuentes is the flat earther.
what's the average IQ of man? What's the average IQ?
You have to be a white supremacist to be a flat earther. Is that what you're telling me?
Catholic nationalist, not
What?
white.
Hey.
You're thinking of Richard Spencer.
What if Earth is just
Born on the
a
11th.
dimension?
Check this out, chat. 99% of people on Earth, very low IQ. Look at the studies. 99% of people on Earth believe it's a globe. It's literally, they run parallel. Another thing, curvature, he'll never find it. If he does the experiment, you will never, ever see a curved Earth, no matter what you do,
He
no
looks
matter
up
how
to
high
Nick
you go.
Fuentes.
I want a Catholic nation.
Checkmate.
But you guys don't have a solution. If you guys were in power, you don't have a solution. You don't have a holy book to fix the state.
I don't need a holy book.
Why would you fix it with Bill Nye the Science Guy?
guillotines. I need
Don't say that. You
guillotines.
can't
That's
say
it.
they're gonna fucking chop
Well,
your
they're
channel.
gonna
He's
chop.
joking. They're gonna
I'm
take your
joking.
channel down.
Listen, man. If you go back to the French Revolution, they took care of people in certain ways, man. That's all I'm saying.
A Freemason invented the guillotine. It's satanic. Don't kill anyone. That's not a call to action. You're not telling people to kill.
No, never. I would do that. And you would never say anything racist. Come on now.
No, I'm not violent. I'm
Of
not black.
Of course.
It's like natural selection, though.
No,
The one-liners are something else.
we're about to get some steak, but before we get steak, the final conspiracy chat can choose no gay ones. Okay? No aliens, none of that stupid shit. The big one. And we JQ'd way too hard. Like, let us breathe, bro. All right? We're all feeling very suicidal today, by the way.
Speak for yourself.
Right. Okay.
All right, what is the chat for us? This is your opportunity to step up.
These are
and see
gay.
what we're going to talk.
Tartaria, you know.
And these are your people, man.
Really? Oh, that's more free energy. Dinosaurs. You believe in dinosaurs?
No.
What? You like on dinosaurs, but you're in space?
I believe in dragons. I believe in dragons.
But no dinosaurs?
I think they're pretty much the same thing.
Oh, so you do believe in it. Even though,
I named it differently.
When's the first dinosaur bone
so
found?
my reality is different.
Chase, when's the first dinosaur bone ever found?
I don't believe in dinosaurs.
Beautiful. You know,
That's a good way to beat
you know
that
when the
debate.
first dinosaur bone was ever
they're
found?
real.
As late as the 1700s, and they teamed up with Darwinists to attack the Bible. Like all bones in museums are replicas made out of rat bones and resin. The real ones are in the Smithsonian Museum, but those are giants bones. Like there used to be giants.
It's the
That's
first
because
thing
there's
you learn
more
about.
oxygen on the earth back in the day. And because of that, people grew actually quicker, and so did animals as well.
So the Bible is correct again. Look at that.
The Bible's
It's the
correct,
winning-
man. Science is correct.
First
I mean, we
book
got
on
alligators
Earth.
and crocodiles
written by a man.
right around.
And the first book on Earth brought every civilization in the game. Atheists and scientists just bring their rainbow
How
flags.
come you can't spell Bible without the word lie? Explain that one to me.
Coincidence.
Are
we gonna do this for everything?
Zherka says coincidence. That's like a tap
Okay,
out.
do the N word. Nigger. Find something there. Go.
I feel like, hold on, religion kind of keeps us stagnant.
I'm kidding. Go.
Like, do you get what I mean by that? Like, I feel like, do you feel like religion needs like an update?
These
Like, our
two
philosophy-
guys are fighting tooth and nail for a traditional society, and they don't realize it comes from biblical moral law. You guys are fighting for my movement. We're gonna cut your heads off
I
first.
don't need the Bible to tell me not to cheat on my wife. I don't need the Quran to tell me not to fucking steal.
What?
I know how to be a good person.
How did you learn
without
that?
doing
How
it.
did you and your ancestors learn that? You just woke up one day?
My
Without the
my
Bible?
dad instilled values in me. That's what happened.
From the Bible. Now look at this.
He wasn't Christian.
It
so
doesn't
no.
matter. It's still, everyone on earth has heard the Gospels for thousands of years. And look at this. Without the Bible,
Missionaries.
everyone in this chat and us three would be sucking cock. The Bible said stop sucking dick and being gay. This is where we got it from. These are pagans. This is...
It's intuitive.
Bro, without the Bible, you guys are... How does
Got me
that...
fucked up.
You
dude.
really think you'd be like, I don't want to fuck the dude? Bro, give me a break. It's in your subconscious from the scripture.
Never would I ever fucking do anything like that because I worship my woman's body. That's the one thing I worship.
But how do you know you don't like men? It's from the Bible.
How do I know I don't like
It's
men?
in your DNA for thousands.
Because when I see a woman, I'm fucking attracted to her. That's how I fucking know that.
Oh yeah, what if she's 17?
Yeah.
If she's like, can a 17-year-old girl be attractive to you?
Oh, wait, hold on. Disney
Why
movies.
do you want to talk about?
I just want to. I want to make it. I'm making a broader point.
This is crazy. I'm talking about.
No, it's not crazy.
Take it even further.
Zherka.
No, I'm not taking it far. Why men there be on TV watching something like we watch something and one guy will be like, "Yo, she's beautiful, she's hot," and they'll be like, "No, she's 17," and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know." Why?
Take her to West Virginia. Don't matter.
Right, that happens all the time. That's what I'm saying.
16, 14. Those hicks don't care.
That's what I'm saying is like all these kind of subjective opinions change over time, but for thousands
That's
of
why
years,
religion
the Bible said
stays
stop being
stagnant.
gay.
Keeps us- our
It's the
psyche
only
stagnant.
thing that
You
stays.
evolve.
He thinks him and his ancestors are smart enough to think of